Though a few of you almost died. It was quite the battle. It was one of the biggest kind of creatures you fought so far. It was basically a giant boar with lightning tusks the size of an elephant. Seducius attempted to seduce it a few times and was successful for a bit. But after you were able to kill this giant lightning boar, you opted to try to find Xanth in the woods at his location. You found him later on, let him know that his kind of home area had been cleared of these invading orcs. As you were kind of clearing out the orcs, you kind of discovered that they had been pushed into this area by the dragon that had essentially taken nest in their former home, a place called Icespire Hold in the mountains to the south. You don't know where that is, but you do have a name now, which is kind of helpful. I'm trying to track down where this dragon is. And that's kind of where we ended the last mission. We decided to take Xanth up as an offer and reutilize his camp. And you all opted to rest there at the camp overnight so that you could head towards the Woodland Manse, which is kind of near Falcon's Hunting Lodge. It was the quest that Falcon had asked someone to do to go clear out more orcs who had also invaded from Icespire Hold. And that's kind of where we'll leave off, is the dawn of the next day, where you guys are awakening in Xanth's camp. Xanth at this point has also left. He's no longer around. He's gone kind of his own way. But that's where everyone is waking up in this particular location. And then just in a point of order, how would you like to handle Torin? Does one of y'all want to play him, or would you like me to kind of kite him along? Jeremy has to unmute. I might have to unmute Jeremy because I muted him. I regret nothing. All right, go for it, Jer.
I was saying, before I was so rudely muted, that I think we should just bring him along, and then we'll utilize him during any battles we might encounter.
Cool beans. All right.
Hey, real quick, can you guys hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. So that being said, it is up to y'all. What would you like to do as you guys awaken in the dawn pretty early on? What would you like to do?
Where are we on the map? I see.
Yeah, you're the yellow marker. The green marker was the circle, the like Stonehenge circle that you just killed out those orcs, and the red circle is where the Woodland Manse quest is that you picked up from town.
How far away are we from the town?
From Phandalin? You're a good ways away, probably at least a day or two's walk. Let me zoom down here for you and I'll show you. So Phandalin is pretty far south in that green circle.
Well, what do you guys think? What do you want to do?
I'm down for whatever.
I was totally having Bluetooth issues with my AirPods, so I missed probably the most crucial piece, literally the most crucial piece to tell us where we were. So
you're currently in Xanth's camp. That's kind of where you decided to rest last time.
Yeah.
And the game plan last mission was to do the mission that Xanth gave you first at his home and clear out that area.
Right.
And then also do the quest that you picked up from Phandalin, which was clearing out orcs in a nearby area of the woods for Falcon.
And we did both last time.
You only did the one for Xanth. You haven't done the Woodland Manse yet, which is the red circle.
Oh yeah, I think that was the original plan, was to do all of them. So we should probably just go to the Woodland Manse.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because that was Falcon's mission, kind of. Yeah, that's what I'm down for. If you guys want to continue on into the heart of danger over there.
Yeah. Can you send us another copy of that mission?
Yeah. Let me link it in chat for you. Hold on one second. Burp. Let's go you. And then Apartments. Okay, so this was what was on the job posting. I'll link it in chat.
This is some fun music.
This is from Star Wars: The Old Republic MMO. If anyone is a former player of that game.
How much are you paying them for their rights to this music?
None. $0.
All right.
The manse, by the way, is that like short for mansion?
Yes. Literally, yes, it is.
Okay.
So, a manse is a form of a big house, which is also a mansion.
Gotcha.
All right. Well, let's head to the mansion then.
All right. So
Which is the red dot?
Yeah, the red dot. You can get there pretty easily. For the most part, you've been through this area a few times now. I would like just a quick marching order. What order are you guys heading in that direction?
We should probably put Trent in the beginning.
Yeah, why not? Kill the one
Or
who's not here.
Thorin.
That makes sense.
Who's playing Trent? Native?
I'll play him until, I guess... I can play him the whole way through. It's just kind of up to you guys. If you'd prefer that the DM plays him, or if you guys want to play him, it's kind of up to y'all. If I play him, he's just going to be pretty quiet until combat happens, and I'll just play on his turn. If you play him, you can choose to role play him or not. It's up to you.
Okay.
So yeah,
Yeah,
we'll
let's
put Trent up front. That's fine.
Yeah, I'll follow him.
Slice, can you do me a favor and roll a survival check for me?
Oh man.
All right. Well, there you go. Nice. I do also want to say I rolled for Torin. His first roll of the night was a natural 20, which basically means, Trent, I'm really sorry. It's very bad luck to have your first roll be good. If you die, I don't care that much. So yeah, you guys get there really quickly. Like I said, you've been through this area. It's actually almost starting to look familiar. You spent so much time in this particular area of Neverwinter Wood. Most things are starting to look familiar. You're starting to kind of pick where the natural trails kind of cut through the trees. And you arrive in this location in almost record time, just a couple of hours. It hasn't even really hit noon yet when you get to this area. When you do arrive, what you see in front of you is, let me get there, is this big overgrown house, essentially. It is quite large. It's a 2-story building, but it's so covered in ivy and it's just so dilapidated. It's really difficult to make out too much of what it used to look like when it was fresh, so to speak. But it is quite a large house. It's sitting on top of like about a 6-foot high stone foundation. So you can kind of see that it's got a lot of different layers to it. The main entrance, as you kind of walk down a trail, you can see has a bit of a balcony, and there are windows on the first level and the second level. The windows just seem to be like the little shutters. They don't seem to have glass in them. And then surrounding this manse are pumpkin patches. And there's just like these like really lush green pumpkin patches growing all around. What you can see with both of those checks is that there are boars eating at these pumpkin patches in kind of scattered areas. Some of them are eating some of the pumpkins, some are just kind of grazing on the leaves, but there are several boars in this area. And I'm going to put it on the map now for you so you all can see it.
Those goddamn boars.
Yeah, are they as big as Girthcock, or are they?
They are not. Girthcock was quite large.
Okay.
It was the largest Girthcock you've ever seen.
Oh my.
Listen, you know me. If you go down this aisle, this is where it will be.
All in. All in.
I don't know. It depends on how big Girthcock is.
Ah, oh, shit.
Oh man.
All right. So you do walk up from this pathway, kind of leading into it. The boars are in these pumpkin patches. Again, you can see this 2-story area in front of you, and that is what you see.
Well, I feel like the last time we attacked a boar, I think we talked about this last time, right? It turned into a half orc creature, right?
Mm-hmm.
Probably safe to assume that these guys will be the same thing. But yeah, let's see if we can walk up and just get into the house.
Sure. So are you trying to go from any particular area? There are a few different ways to get into the house. There is a door kind of leading into it from the north side, and then there's also a main entrance. With that survival check you rolled before, you do think you might be able to actually get into some of the second story areas too by climbing the ivy. The concern that you have, and I'll say that you guys both rolled pretty high, and Torin rolled a natural 20. The ivy looks like it could be poisonous. So you could try to climb it, but you might, if you do, you might want to just do so quickly and be prepared to handle that, or try not to come in contact with the ivy too much.
Got it. Do you want to just try the north door? The one at the top of the house? Does that sound good to everybody?
I'm down.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you guys enter into this area, and it is like the door is not even like completely on the hinges anymore. It's really just been shattered and broken. You can tell that creatures have ransacked this area and basically have abused whatever it was for. As you enter, you see that this looks like it might have been like a pantry or a storeroom of some type. It is, for the most part, completely devoid of really anything of note. It just appears as though there's a lot of dust and dirt on the floor. Things are broken. There's bits of old broken furniture. There is a hearth along the eastern wall. Can you roll a nature check for me, Sless?
Yeah, what is a hearth?
Hearth is like a fireplace.
Oh.
Hearth.
Just a fancy way of saying it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, there you go.
Yeah, you can't tell too much about this space.
And is that a door on the west and the south side?
Yep.
Those both doors?
Yep, both are doors.
Guess feel good about going west? Check out that part of the house? Okay.
Let's do it.
Cool. So you want to go westward?
Yeah.
So you
Let's
do
open that door and
Yeah, you open this door, and it looks also equally just devoid of things. It looks like everything on this outer perimeter has basically, for the most part, been cleared up. There's like the roof is almost collapsed in, and the ceiling above on this first floor is collapsed in, so you can see actually light coming from outside. And it's basically just open to the elements. There's nothing really of value in this room, but you can see that there's like birds' nests and stuff. So this house has been dilapidated for quite a while, and it seems like the orcs just took advantage of an empty space. Looks like it was here much longer than the orcs have been here, and it was again defunct before then.
all right, well, I guess we'll check the other door then.
Okay. You want to go kind of out and south again?
Yeah, because there's a dead end in that room, right?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So you do kind of walk out into kind of a big dining room area as you kind of enter from the south and kind of double back. Again, everything here is for the most part completely destroyed. There's not like anything really still standing. Most things have been broken off. You can see that there are like bits of scraps and bits and bobs everywhere. There is another hearth somewhere down the way. This one seems to have things on top of it, though. They look like little stick figures.
God
Well,
damn,
let's go.
stick figures.
Yeah.
With
But you don't even want to look at
fucking
the stick
pig
figures?
hearts. Those are pig heart stick figures that jack you up, dude.
So what? Everybody's afraid to look at them, or what?
Let's look at them. I'm not gonna touch it though.
I'm not touching that.
I would like Seducius and Celeste, since you wanted to look at it. I would like you both to roll perception checks.
Hey.
Nice.
Got my exclamation mark.
Oh my God, Greg. Every time.
Time.
Nice. So as you are checking out these twig figures, one, you swear you see them move just a little bit, like just a little twitch here and there. But what's a little bit more troubling is you notice that there are 5 of them. One has like a dark outfit on with the loot. Another one has a bit of a pointed hat and these little horns and seems to have been painted red. There's another one that looks like it's got cat ears.
What's up?
And a mace and a crossbow. There's one that almost looks like the front portion of it has been shaped kind of to look like a little bit of a dragon, with a scimitar and like a leaf kind of outfit on. And there is another that looks to be a small kind of female, with little bits of like metal from like a spoon or something kind of fashioned in the shape of armor. You get the sense
The one with the loot, though. What do the muscles look like on that thing?
Well, it's a stick figure, so it looks very similar to Seducious.
Is it a thick stick, like or a skinny thick?
Get out.
Like,
Get out.
Well, it's interesting that you mentioned that. So the thickest part is actually in the head region, and the skinniest part is in what I would say is the crotchal region.
That seems backwards. Hold on a second.
It seems very accurate to me.
So as you investigate these things, and you're like, fuck, these are us, and you start to share that with your colleagues, one of the sticks does now move and jumps up and goes, fuck you! And I need everyone to roll initiative.
Oh, God.
That's probably mine. It's probably my figure that did that, by the way.
You've been seduced!
Yes. Oh.
I pulled a Craig.
Oh, fuck.
We need to check it.
Check.
Initiative.
Not so hot.
What we got? 10 for Zendri.
It's actually a pretty cool scene to think about it, though. You walk in this like freaking weird place with little stick figures that look like you. It's pretty dope.
No, that's creepy. Horror movies start like that. We don't do that. We don't.
That's pretty dope, though.
Okay.
It is pretty cool.
My hat's off to the author.
This one is an official one, so I'll have to thank Wizards of the Coast. Seducious got a 16. And then Flux got a 14. Alright, and let's roll for Torin. Ooh, a 9. See, I told you, that first roll should never be good. Alright, so I'm just going to place you where you kind of ish were. These guys are all pretty clustered together. Let's get you in there. Torin, we'll put you in the back. Sless and Seducious are up near the front. If I can get you, that'd be great. And then the other two should probably just stay outside the house because they were so freaked out. But that's going to bring us to one of these blights. This one looks a little bit like Seducious, and he is, in fact, the one that went, fuck you! And he's going to try and attack Seducious.
I knew it.
Let's see if he hits him. He does. Seducious, you suffer 3 points of damage.
If that little fucking stick figure calls me dad, I've got a lot of questions.
That wouldn't be the first time.
You did say you wanted to do inappropriate things with the ones you saw before, and you don't know how these things reproduce, so it's possible. The next one...
How much damage? How
three.
much damage
3 points of damage.
3?
3 points of twig damage. The next one does look like Sless, and he
3
takes a
points to
couple
the
of
groin
shots
area.
at Sless as well, and he misses.
As expected.
Sounds about accurate for Celeste.
Seducing, so that brings us to your turn, sir.
Oh my god. Okay. I
Hit him with that thunderclap.
no, I'm gonna do Thunder Wave.
Ooh, thunder wave.
Okay.
Thunder Wave.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
I guess my only question about Thunder Wave though is like, Can I? Is it up to me because it's like a 15-foot range? Can I like spread it like lengthwise instead of just in front of me?
No, it's a 15-foot cube centered on you.
Centered around me.
Correct.
Yeah. That's dumb. Someone should fix that. Hold on. I'm gonna go with my favorite. My favorite lately has been my freaking Crown of Madness. I'm gonna make these little fucking twigs like twig each other in front of me. I'm gonna watch them twig each other to death.
I'm gonna let you do how you want to do this. All right, roll. What's the DC on that?
14.
He fails. One twiggy gets a little twig crown of purple, kind of like cool.
Yeah.
Which one were you shooting for, just so I know?
What? I don't like the face of fucking T4.
That one's yours.
That's the one. I knew it.
So
I knew it.
We'll say T4 is charmed. All right.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's charmed. It's been seduced.
Is it all the same face?
Reverse seduced.
All right. Anything else on your turn, Seducius?
Nope. That's gonna do it for now.
All right, Flux. It is your turn.
I want to produce flame and try to burn T5 to the ground.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your attack roll with that.
Perfect. It's just sorry, exclamation point attack.
It might not. Let me just see what the check is on it. You can also talk about doing so when you cast.
Hold on.
It wants you to make a ranged spell attack, so you're going to roll a d20 and you're going to add 5. So you can do that in chat if you do exclamation point roll space. You can also do it right from right from D&D Beyond. So if you're on D&D Beyond, where it says hit /DC and it gives you that +4, if you just click on that +4, it'll just roll the dice for you.
It's 11.
That misses with producer.
What?
As this thing is just kind of swirly. As it does kind of hit the wall, it does make a whoosh, and you hear somewhere else in the house this.
Now
Was that a chick? Wait.
What's happening?
I'm wondering, was that a chicken at the end?
No, you don't know what that was.
Sounded like a chicken. Okay.
Zendri, it is your turn though.
Wait, you're gonna skip over me?
Oh, sorry, Celeste. My fault. You're right. That's what you get for making fun of the chicken.
Well, I'm gonna hit T1, 2, and 3.
Okay.
Because my little 15-foot cone with my first level burning hands.
Sure.
Actually, sorry,
You do not have a 15-foot cone,
level
sir.
burning hands. Oh, I do.
Seducius has a first level burning crotch, so.
Yeah. Sorry, second level burning hands is what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
So they're gonna have to roll dexterity checks.
Yeah, for sure. What are the dex checks? What is the save on that for him?
14.
First one fail. Second one fail. Third one fail.
Yeah.
So go ahead and do your 5d6 for me. Let me know what you get.
I'll do it in the chat so you can see here.
Yeah, either
Let's
one.
see. Roll 5d. No, 46.
Mm-hmm. 46 is second level. Nice. So all three of them, as you just send out this cone of flame, just go and they all die and turn to ash. Every single one of them dies.
Boom.
Roll a just so we're on the same page here. Roll a roll a history check for me. Actually, scratch that. Roll a nature check for me.
All right.
Yeah, these are the exact same tiny little twig things that you fought on the hill. These are not particularly hard creatures or difficult to kill.
Clearly.
But yeah, you just roasted 5 of them. You do continue to hear guttural noises coming from somewhere outside in the house, though, and you get the impression that this fight has alerted other beings to your presence.
Can we hear those guttural noises again?
Yeah, they're... Zendri, it's your turn.
Wait, I didn't hear a chicken noise at the end.
You did it, because you didn't hear chicken noise the first time.
I swear the first time you ended with a chicken noise.
I didn't realize you started using those Microsoft headphones already.
Oh, got him.
Zendri, it is your turn, though.
Okay, I want to make sure that I'm seeing things correctly on mine. So are they all dead or all but 4 and 5?
All but 4 and 5. 4 and 5 are still alive, although 4 is currently maddened. And I hope that Seducius is realizing that was a waste of a spell.
I do.
I'm just going to go ahead and hit T4 with my mace.
All right. Roll to hit.
Roll to hit. Let me do that.
If you're on D&D Beyond and you go to your mace, there should be a column for hit, and it says like +3 or 4. I don't remember what it is for you.
It says +5.
So just click on where it says +5, and it will roll on that page.
Dope.
20. Nice. All right. Natural 20 or like total 20?
Total 20.
Nice. Okay, yeah, that hits. So now if you just go over where it says the damage dice, which is 1d6 + 2, if you just click that, it'll roll it for you there as well.
That's pretty sick.
3.
Cool. 3. All right. Yeah. This one you do 3 total.
Yeah.
Ugh, okay, not great. So this one you do manage to like take off a big chunk of it, but it has not died.
Me. Okay.
As it kind of like dodged away from some of the damage. But that will bring us to Torin. Torin is just going to continue that kind of endeavor and attack as well. I think he's just going to use his scimitar. What's the range on Thunderclap? 5-foot range? What's the damage? No, he's not going to do that. I don't think he would. Yeah, he's just going to use his scimitar then. Actions. He's going to use his sword. And he's going to try to hit the one on the outside. He hits. He does his damage. And he murders this thing. So T5 is now dead.
By the longsword.
By the longsword. By the dragon slaying longsword.
Mm.
That'll bring us back to the top of the round, which is to the Madden Twigblight, who is still going to go for Seducius. Seducius, that does hit you. You're going to take another 3 points of damage, my friend.
Yeah.
I'm deeply regretting everything about these first few minutes.
More so than Helga?
Wow.
It's usually over in a few minutes, so. Oh my god.
But that does bring us back to you, Seducius. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna freaking bring out my rapier and just fucking slash this little twig boy in front of me.
All right, let's see if it works.
That's very inappropriate, Chris.
What?
Your weapon.
He said it.
Wait, what am I rolling?
Your attack roll with your rapier.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, this is dope. It's all animated.
Isn't it cool?
Damn, 24, let's go.
All right, so that definitely hits. Go ahead and roll damage, and just click the damage dice right next to that same place.
It'd be cool if it would let you see what they're doing.
I know.
Like if you would auto input it into the chat.
I
Seven.
think that would be cool. And do think that would be cool.
7.
7? Yeah, you murder this thing. So this little Seducius lookalike, you just kind of slice down with your rapier, and his little loot just like cracks in half. And then as he dies, he goes, You've been seduced. Dead.
She shed a little bit of tear watching this happen.
So all of these creatures are now dead. But as you fought these things and made quite a bit of racket, you are certain that whatever is here knows that you are here. You assume these orcs that are taking up residence are aware of your presence, and you're not sure where they are currently. You don't see any, but you've heard them. They seem to be mostly from above you currently.
Well, I think we need to go out that door to the west, right? See if we can find the staircase. Oh. Torin just jump out the window?
Yeah, so that's a window to the west. That's not a door. The doors currently are the one you came from right north of you, or the one kind of leading southward. Or there's actually an open, sorry, I forgot this. From, like, to your west, there's just an open doorway, kind of like, it's not a door, it's just a doorway, that seems to lead into another area of the house. Kind of back to
the
that's
main entrance.
there.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about.
Awesome. So yeah, if you enter into this space, it does appear as though it's a bit of a foyer. Or for the people that are really upset with my pronunciations today, a foyer.
No, it's foyer. It's foyer.
Yeah, it's foyer.
It's both. Both are fine. In either case, there is a bit of a hallway here. Again,
bonus points if you can spell it.
Most of the stuff in this area seem to be completely damaged and ruined. There is a staircase, though, that does seem to lead upward.
Let's go.
Do it.
You guys want to go upstairs right now?
Yep, let's do it.
What's the marching order?
Right.
Who's going up the stairs first?
Torin?
Because fuck you, Torin. All right, so Torin starts walking up the stairs, and as he gets kind of near the end, you guys from below, as you're kind of following right behind him, Celeste, you hear him go, fuck, and then as the stairs collapse under his weight.
Oh no!
And you can kind of tell that this area, as you look at it now, has been kind of sawed a little bit and purposely weakened. And there's a space underneath these stairs that are kind of like, were clearly made as a trap. There are these sharpened kind of pikes and sticks sticking up, and he falls on 2 of them and suffers 4 points of damage as he kind of lands on him from this portion. The stairs, you can try to traverse them and jump over this gap. It might be a little bit difficult because it's at an angle and you have to try to jump up and grab it.
Could Torin turn into a spider and then climb up and then shoot each of us with web and lift us up to that second story?
Probably. Let's check
That's
something.
pretty inventive.
Yeah.
I want to just see.
Extra webbing for Seducius.
Jesus.
Yeah, I think I can allow that. Let's see how this goes. So Torin's going to go into a spider. So he uses one of his beast shapes to turn into a giant spider. He starts to kind of climb out of the trap. On his way up, he kind of like caresses Seducius's cheek with his like fuzzy arachnid leg. Just as he kind of climbs up. And he's up there, and he's going to just see if he can pull you guys first. First is going to be Sless. He rolled a natural 1, Sless. So he does grab you with these webs. He pulls you, but he just doesn't have a good grip on you with your webs, and he drops you over this same trap. And you take...
Yay!
What is with me and falling on these like swords and spikes?
Yeah, you fall on more of the spikes because you just kind of land at an awkward angle, and you suffer 8 points of damage.
Oh gosh.
But he grabs you again, and he does get you up into the second level story. And you're not sure, he can't talk in this form, but you hear him go, which you think means, sorry, dude. He's going to go for the next person. Easy peasy. Seducius, you're up there. Flux, you're up there. Torin, you're up. Zendra, you're up there. So everyone is up on the second story now.
Yeah, first try. Great job.
And you see kind of a big hallway in front of you as you kind of are now over this bit of a trap that was made, and it seems like it leads into a kind of top area. the walls of this are lined with a bunch of closed doors and more of the windows that you saw from the outside. There is another fireplace. You assume this is the one that kind of was above the one from below it in the dining room where the twigs were, as the chimney kind of leads up to the rest of the house. Above the fireplace is the mounted and stuffed head of an onkeg, the creatures that you saw at the mining logging camp a while ago. But this one has clearly just been killed and hung up in that space as kind of a trophy. The roof here, because it's kind of the top of the house, the roof is collapsed and you can see daylight coming from above. So it's pretty bright in this area. You can also see the ivy kind of from outside starting to grow over the hole in the roof a bit. But nothing else in this space seems to be too much of interest. But there are several doors that you could try to climb through.
So this was a fireplace now this time instead of a hearth?
Okay, first of all, I know that you're reading the chat, and I'm not scared to say the word hearth. Hearth is an acceptable pronunciation. Hearth also works. Secondly, so you guys are here. You can kind of see that it loops back around into an L towards the south. As it bends through the L, the light from the collapsed ceiling seems to dissipate, and it kind of goes dark into that corner. I'll say for Celeste and Seducius too, can you roll perception checks for me?
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so both of you kind of hear this fluttering from around this corner, and you can kind of tell that it loops around because it's still dim, but it does seem as though there is a creature or something hiding in that space. You can't tell what, but it seems like it's flapping.
Flapping.
It's a chicken, Celeste.
Like that.
Yeah.
What you heard earlier.
See? I knew it. And that's around the corner, so then like through that south.
Mm-hmm. That south bend, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go check it out.
Cool.
It's either a chicken or two twigs mating. I don't know.
I guess we could have Torin kind of climb on the walls and just kind of poke his head around.
Yeah, so he kind of walks around there, and I would say with that sense, he could probably see it. There is a interesting looking creature kind of hanging from the rafters. Let me see if I can put it into the chat for you, because this is since Torin sees it, he can kind of describe it. So it is currently it seems to be almost asleep in a way, but it's hanging upside down from the rafters with its wings kind of covering.
Oh my gosh.
Doesn't seem very large. It's really small, pretty tiny. But it just seems to be kind of snoozing there. It doesn't look particularly friendly. It does look kind of gross.
Yeah, it looks gross.
But it doesn't look huge. It looks pretty small, pretty tiny.
Well, could Torin shoot its web at it to kind of lock it in place?
We can try. Sure, let's give it a shot. Let's see, Torin. Extras. Where's your giant wolf spider, Torin? What's your beast sense to you? No, he does not have an ability in that form that would actually do that. He could attack it if you guys want to try to fight this thing.
Yes.
Okay.
Stab it. Stab it with your 15-foot cone, Celeste.
This is just one
Don't be
little
jealous.
creature, so I'm just going to roll initiative for everyone if that's cool. So we don't get too inundated.
Yeah, that's a good point. Could Torin throw Seducius at this thing?
When it's his turn, yes, of course.
Only if I allow it.
No, that's not how that works either.
Yep.
Damn it.
It depends on how bad they want it. Okay, so let's just roll.
Oh, God.
And we'll go roll. You guys should let me roll more often. I'm giving you all the good ones. Roll.
Sounds like you're rolling a lot.
Yeah, I'm going to roll for everyone here and just get it taken care of. Because it's only one little one. All right, so Seducius, you were first up. You know this thing is around the corner. And again, he's pretty tiny. Doesn't seem to be anything particularly problematic.
Craig is an expert with tiny things.
Huh?
Caduceus is. Yeah, so you should be able to get this in one shot.
Okay, Celeste, this is the most you've talked in like any session. Talk shit about me. Let's go.
That's good.
Do it.
All right. Well, I'm gonna bring out my rapier and try and stab this little bat, fuzzy nutsack face thing. Let's go.
Okay, so you go and stab it. Go ahead and roll with your rapier.
$20.
Natural 20 or total?
Total, not a natural 20.
Okay. So you stab at this thing and you do hit it. Go ahead and roll your damage now.
$10.
Let me just check it. Okay, so you stab at this thing and you get it pretty dead center. It's just about the size of a bat. It's not very big. And you hear it just go ah! As it like falls to the ground. As it falls to the ground though, just boom, dies there. You then all of a sudden kind of look up and notice that this area is much darker. And like it kind of leads in almost like there's a gap where the attic kind of would be. And it's like this dark space. And all of a sudden you just hear this. And about like 7 of these things, more of them just start flying out of this tunnel towards you.
There we go.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Okay.
All right. Let me get them into combat.
Nate, what is that like dashed line on the floor?
Where?
Like
Oh,
near where we're standing? that
that's
little-
if you. That's like the representation of the roof being collapsed.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so now that it is Seducius's turn has done, S1 has been murdered. We're gonna kill him. Die, S1. Okay, that'll end Seducius's turn. And that'll bring us to one of these Sturge creatures who is going to go for Seducius, since he's the one that rounded the corner. Oh, I have to remember Torrens over there too. We'll have him go for Torren first because he's there.
Yeah.
All right, what do we got to do, Mr. Sturge friend? Yeah, so he's just going to latch onto this dude like a mosquito and try to suck some of his blood out of him.
What the
that hits. Torren's going to take 5 points of damage as this thing attaches to kind of his body and just onto his spider body.
Oh my
It
god.
does a little bit from this dude. All right, that'll end it.
Does he stay attached to him, or does he fly off them?
Currently, it is still attached to him.
Oh.
That'll bring us to another one. This one is going to go for Seducius.
Oh my god.
And he's going to try the same thing on you, Seducius. He will also hit as he just kind of latches onto you, kind of like grabs into your neck, and also starts draining some of your blood. You're also going to take 5 points of damage. One more
Yeah,
flies
poor
out. This one's going to go for Torren because they're the only 2 people across the corner here. And he's going to try and latch on as well. That one misses. And then the next one will also fly out and go for Seducius. And misses. Okay, so Celeste, that brings us to your turn.
They were trying to suck on me.
They were.
You never complained before.
Oh man.
Ugh.
The first time for everything, okay?
So how many of them are by the stairwell right there? Is that just one, or is there more than one right there?
There are quite a bit. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 currently. Possibly 7.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay, you
there's
moved
6.
him. Okay. Okay. Well, I'm gonna do what I did last time. So Let me see if I can move my guy here.
Yeah, look at you go.
Hey, can I do 30 or 30 feet's my maximum, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, if I do that, I'm gonna hit Torin if I do my.
Correct. Technically, I won't allow that you stay on the same space as a party member as well. If you're a small character, I'll allow it, but if you're the same size, I won't let you be on the same space.
Okay, let me move back where I was then. And let me see where else I can.
It means you can't be in the same space as me, Celeste, just so you know, because you're small, and I'm not.
Yeah. Can I move up here?
Yeah.
Or is that 1, 2? Okay. All right, I'm gonna shoot towards S6 and S7.
Okay.
And I am gonna hit them with. Let's see here. I'm gonna hit him with a little ice knife action.
Oh, okay.
But I'm gonna do a. I'll do a second level ice knife.
So I just want to double check. Ice knife.
Yeah, can it go through both of them or no?
It cannot. There's also something specific about ice knife.
Oh, all right. Well, then never mind.
There's one other thing you might want to just double check with ice knife.
Which is.
So ice knife hits a creature, and then whenever it hits something, it explodes, like shrapnel.
Oh yeah.
So again, I mean, you don't mind hurting your teammates. It's up to you. Play your character how you want.
No. I don't need to do that. Okay, never mind. Let's do Scorching Ray.
Okay.
Second level.
Okay. You get 3 blasts on Scorching Ray. Are you trying to hit multiple ones?
Yeah, I want to do. Let me go back to my map here. Yeah, let's do S6, S7, and S4. Let's see if I can hit all 3.
Cool. All right. Roll for each. So 1, 2, 3, and let me know what you get.
First one was an 8.
Okay. That misses.
Oh wait, well, hold on. Am I supposed to roll a D20 first, or am I supposed to roll a? What do you need me to roll first?
So, like on Scorching Ray, it'll give you like that that hit / DC column should be there. So it says +6.
Oh, hit the okay.
Hit
Let me do that one.
+6.
Then. Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, I did the 2d6 one. Hang on. Okay, so 21.
Okay, that hits. And then hit it 2 more times.
Okay. Is it going to go? 14.
That just hits.
And 25.
They all hit. Okay, so now you can roll your damage 3 individual times.
Okay. So the first one's 5.
Okay, first one murders S2, or S7, sorry. Okay.
Then 8.
S6, also dead.
And 4.
Also dead. So just...
Oh.
And you just see these little, like, bat mosquito creatures just in flames as they fall to the ground. I assume that ends your turn, Celeste?
Yeah, I think I'm done there.
Cool. Flux, that brings us to you, my friend.
All right. I want to continue attacking those little babies. So can I move these? Let me see if I can move my guy here. Which one is attacking Seducius?
Right now, S2 is.
Okay.
And S3 and S8 are attacking Tauren.
Okay,
Is there
so
still
I'm
one
gonna
attached to Tauren as well?
There is one attached to Tauren. Technically, S2 should be up here because it's attached to Seducius. And S3 is attached to... here, I'll do it this way.
Okay.
Nope, that means we lose him. And S3 is attached to Tauren.
I'm gonna try to get this guy off of Seducius. So I think I'm gonna.
My hero.
I don't know. Would it be wise to use a longsword on this, or just an unarmed like melee attack? Because I don't want to hurt Seducius.
Just chop his head off.
Either one's up to you. I mean, this thing is big enough where you could aim pretty good. I feel like you can hit just it.
I'm gonna longsword this motherfucker.
All right, go for it.
Seducius will run your head here.
I rolled an 11.
That misses, actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Basically,
dude.
Seduceus is like freaking out as you're trying to hit it, and like he's moving this thing and it's sucking its blood, and you just can't get a good shot.
I'm just like trying to hit it.
Anything else on your turn, Flux?
I'm good. Nope, I'm good.
That will bring us to Torin. Torin is still a spider, and he's just gonna try and bite this one that's on top of him. Where's his spider? What's his attack?
With his fangs, right?
Oh god.
It's like insect on insect fights. Let's see. That hits, and the first one he's gonna do 4 points of damage, plus 7. Yeah, that kills this thing. Okay, so the one that was on Torin is dead.
Does anybody else also picture like Harry Potter doing like the?
Yes.
Yeah.
the
Every time we have a spider, I
thing,
have
right?
to do like the.
Yes.
Yeah. So that will bring us to Zendri. It is your turn.
Oh snap!
Oh snap!
Get this little blood sucker off of me.
Are we talking about S?
Might be easier to let Seduceus hit the one that's attached to him himself, right?
It's not going to make much difference.
Which one is attached to him?
S2 is technically attached to him.
Okay. Damn. I don't know how to move myself. So can you move
Yeah, of
me
course.
to
Farthest you can get
The
is
point where I-
about here. And I'll say that will give you
okay.
range to attack the one on
Yeah,
Celsius.
let's try and hit him with my mace again.
All right,
I'm not
yeah.
close.
Go ahead and roll that Dermage.
Dermage 22.
That hits. Now go ahead and roll the damage on it. I just like Daniel's idea. Just throw everyone, and eventually it will die. What'd you get, Zendri?
Who is that?
Another 3.
That's okay. That is actually enough to kill it. These are not very hardy creatures.
Yay!
Yeah.
So as you kind of like this like just eruption of guts and bile and gross explode all over Seduceus's face.
Sorry.
The hard part
Wouldn't
is
be the first time.
yeah, it really wouldn't be. Zendri, that'll end your turn. Seduceus, it is your turn now as you're covered in bile and gross.
Cute.
Oh my god.
Helga likes
Always
it.
something trying to stay attached to me.
Bro, it's your fault.
Helga's gonna be all
Alright.
over you now.
I'm gonna move down to so there's S8 and then S5, which is attached to Torin, right?
S8 is the only one still alive, and it is not currently attached to anybody.
Okay. So I'm gonna move down next to S8.
Okay. Oop, actually, I was
And-
wrong. S5 is still alive. My fault.
Where does S5?
It was basically hiding underneath you, so I'll just put him here where S2 was.
Underneath me. Mother, fine. If S5 is underneath me, I'm gonna use my rapier again and try and stab this mother.
Yeah, roll to attack on this thing.
I like the sound it makes when it rolls. It's just an 8. It's got an 8.
That actually misses. You do not hit.
God damn it.
So that'll bring us back to S5. Seeing that you tried to murder it and its brethren, we'll also try and take a
gosh.
piece out of you. And I think that will actually land. Yep, that lands. So he also attaches to you and starts sucking out some more blood. You take another 5 points of damage.
That noise? That's disgusting.
I need to know how many points he's down to.
What kind of damage I just take?
Another.
Officially, it counts as piercing damage.
Does it really?
Yes.
God damn it!
Which is
I
5.
had to spell to stop that shit.
Well, tough shit for you. That will bring us to the other Sturge, who is going to try and attach to Torin again in his spider form.
Oh,
And that also works, so he gets up in that business. And he will also do 5 points of damage to Torin as he latches on. Torin also not looking particularly healthy.
What is Torin down to now in terms of health?
Torin
Since
is
we
at
can't see his-
19.
Okay, that's not that bad.
Celeste, that brings us back to you, though.
All right, so now both Seducius and Torin have one of these attached to them, right?
Correct.
Well, let me. I guess I'll try and hit him with a dagger then.
Okay.
'Cause I don't want to try and do too much damage to them.
Let me see.
Daniel
you can-
really wants us to throw somebody.
he
So-
really wants it. Daniel has to remember, though, that none of your characters are particularly strong like his barbarian. But I'll say if you want to move past, you can try and take a stab at it with your dagger from here.
Yeah, that's what I want to do.
Okay, go ahead and roll to attack.
Uh, 11.
That actually misses this creature. Just a little bit too dexterous, and Torin's moving around. He's up on the ceiling in spider form. You can't get a good shot at it with your little dagger. Next is
Come on
Flux.
now.
Okay. I'm gonna try one more time. So there's still one stuck on Seducius, right?
Correct. New one.
Alright, so
Oh my.
I'm going to like yell at you to fucking hold still. Just hold still. And I'm gonna knock this motherfucker out, okay? Just hold still.
I'll be like,
And I'm gonna longsword it, and I'm gonna try to like cut it off of you, okay?
I'm gonna
I'm
give you
rolling
advantage because I just think this scene is cool. Where you're just like, this is very Han Solo in the Sarlacc pit trying to save Lando. So I'm gonna give you advantage, like a little mini inspiration on this roll.
I rolled a 9.
Okay, roll again.
Okay.
Come on.
I got a 7.
Neither. And I just want to double check. You're rolling the D20, right?
I sure am.
All right. Well, both of those missed. I really tried. Sorry. Anything else on your turn, Flux?
At the top of my lungs. No, I'm just screaming at the top of my lungs from the hold still.
Stop moving.
I'll have a fucking hickey after this on my shoulder.
That'll bring us back to Torin, and Torin is going to also try and take another bite out of this new scourge that landed on him. And that will hit, and he does kill this other one that is on top of him. So S8 is now dead as well. Which will bring us back to Zendri.
It's a me.
It's me.
Where's the fifth one at?
It's the one basically right in front of you.
Oh, so I'm standing on top of it.
Yep.
Tight. Can I like claw the shit out of it?
Sure.
Let's go. Let's try it.
Yeah, let's do it.
21.
That hits, so go ahead and roll damage for your claws.
My claws.
Your claws.
6.
That kills it.
Yay!
So you basically jump up on top of Seducius and you're just like, fuck a thing! As you scratch and pull this thing off of it, but it does die.
Dang, look at those nails.
I finally took him out, you know what I mean?
And all of these creatures are now dead, although you guys are not all super great. There are a couple of doors in front of you. What you can see now that you're kind of this close and you've passed a couple of these windows lead down into a courtyard, which is kind of the area below you, where the stairs were, kind of on that same level. In that courtyard, you can see there's just like this gnarly, twisted tree that seems to be growing out of a well. There are 2 doors in front of you in this area as well. One directly to the south, where Celeste is kind of. And then if you look at Flux and head directly east, there is another door.
We guys want to head south? Because you said south is a door, right?
Yeah. Yep. So basically the 2 doors I'll mark in green. There's a door here and a door here.
Yeah. To the south. South.
That's right.
So you do go into this area. Let me get it on the map for you. And inside is like a big room. This looks like it was probably the the master bedroom of this area. You can see that there's still like a 4-poster bed that's still kind of somewhat intact, and it's kind of sandwiched between these two windows on the west wall. There are some other furnishings that are still kind of in one piece, so to speak, in this area. There's a desk and a chair along the north wall. There's an empty wardrobe, kind of with its doors hanging open as well in the room, and another fireplace. But this fireplace seems to be a little bit more fancy than the other ones. It seems like it's been carved, and there are images kind of like elegantly carved into it.
Well, let's go over there, and what can we do? Like a religion check, or what check would we do to try and figure out what those carvings are?
Yeah, roll a religion check for me. Yeah, you're not too sure. They do seem. It doesn't seem to be necessarily like a religious carving though. The carvings are of elves and people and nature. So it doesn't necessarily seem to symbolize anything to you. You can tell that it doesn't seem like this is like this big godly image. Do me a favor though as well, Celeste, and roll a perception check for me.
Ugh.
Yeah, not too much seems to be kind of perking your interest in this area.
Anything you guys want to check out? Or should we move on to the next room?
Just the bed in this room, right?
There's a bed, the fireplace, a wardrobe that like the doors are kind of hanging open, looks like it's empty, and then a desk. The fireplace and the bed are probably the two things that garner your attention most, because the bed is pretty big and it's like a 4-poster bed, and the hearth is very elegantly carved. Diana, leave me alone. Is probably the thing that's guarding your attention the most, because it really is like carved really elegantly, and there's a lot of gaudiness to it.
Can you see underneath the bed? Or is it flat on the floor?
You know, it's raised a little bit, like there is a space between the bed and the floor.
I feel like Seducius wants to check out the bed.
Doesn't he always? Seducius, roll just a perception check for me.
He's thinking of Helga right now.
Okay.
And how he let her down.
Oh.
Oh my.
So you're kind of looking around, you see a few different things, and as you just can't keep you can't avoid looking at the fireplace. It just seems to just keep drawing your attention, and you kind of put two and two together because you're a magical being. You've cast a lot of spells in your day. Something about the fireplace seems to be emanating an aura of magic.
Is the fireplace lit?
No.
Would it help me if I actually did an Arcana check on this?
You can try. Sure, why not?
Okay.
So it seems as though the fireplace stonework is more of like a container. The magic seems to actually be coming from behind or inside the fireplace somehow. Like almost like the stonework is meant to house something.
I mean, I kind of like Zendri's idea. I have a torch. Can I light the hearth?
Sure. Yeah. Takes a little bit to get it going, but you do get a little fire going in there. You know, it kind of starts to warm up, and there's some smoke coming out. Nothing seems to happen though.
That was anticlimactic. Fuck.
It definitely, with what you've rolled so far, it definitely seems like this fireplace, the carving seemed to roll something. Do an investigation check for me.
Yeah, is there something we can like push in on the carvings or something that kind of like open up a hidden door or something like that?
So yeah, Seducius, as you're kind of investigating this hearth and this fireplace and this hearth, you are kind of feeling around for it, and the mantle of it seems a little bit loose, almost like it jiggles a little bit. And as you're like, oh, that's weird, you kind of push up on it, and it's actually like one long lid, almost like it's a trunk that's been carved into the space. You just, and inside you see a long staff kind of laying down in it. And the staff is really beautifully carved as well, with scenes of nature. But predominantly what you see is there are different birds carved into this staff at different intervals.
Well, I'm going to take the staff.
Okay. All right. Roll an Arcana check for me. Let me see if you can kind of figure out what it is. That's a good joke, Daniel, by the way. Nice. Let's see. Yeah. So you actually can tell that this staff somehow is meant... The birds on it are connected to the magical ability of it. And you get the sense that the staff somehow can... is related to like birds and like the noises birds make. So this maybe is where the chicken was heard earlier. But I'm going to link it in chat for you. And I will add it to your inventory.
How interesting.
Staff of bird calls.
All right. It is now in your inventory, Caduceus, in case you are interested.
So every time he uses it, he has to say caca.
Caca!
Caca, caca.
As you're kind of taking things out and you lift the staff out, you can see that resting kind of where the staff was is like a little, like almost like a little circle space. It looks like a button.
I'm gonna fucking push that button.
All right. Cool. So you push the button, and you hear this as a wooden panel on the eastern side of this master bedroom opens and kind of slides in, revealing a new space that you can explore. Kind of a small area. And inside of it, looks like it might have been some type of vault or something. There are things on the wall. There are hooks on the wall, hanging on the wall. There are different areas. Inside, you can see that there's a cloak kind of hanging from one of these hooks as well. And there's also a chest kind of on the ground inside of this space, too. So there seem to be a lot of different things that are kind of in this area, in this new space.
Damn. All right, well, I'm going to tell my friends, like, hey, like, there's some good shit in here if you guys want to come check it out.
Let's head in and see if we can get that chest open.
Cool. So you try to open it, Celeste, and it just kind of fights you. It is locked. Do an Arcana check for me, Celeste, on that chest, since you kind of tried to open it, and you would know this as a sorcerer. Yeah. So this chest isn't like, you don't see a key or a keyhole. It looks like it's magically sealed shut. You do get the impression that it's wooden, and you know that you can lock items magically, but it does still seem breakable. But it might be kind of tough to break. But it does seem breakable.
I'm looking to see. Don't I have a? I think, is it a mage hand?
Roll another Arcana check for me. Well, actually, what did you roll? A 16? That's fine. I'll give it to you.
Yeah.
You would know as a sorcerer. There are spells that let you unlock things. That spell is called Knock, If you don't have that, you're probably not going to be able to unlock this.
The mage hand wouldn't? It says I can
open a locked door or unlocked door.
If I can manipulate an object, yeah, open and unlock. Oh.
Yeah.
Well, there we go.
Well, shit.
What's the size of it? Like, is it something? If we can't open it now, can we take it with us? Or how big is
You
it?
can carry it. It's about 30 pounds. You could definitely carry it if you wanted to try and open it later. So again, your options are basically carry it with you, smash it open.
So I know it weighs. How big is it though? It weighs 30 pounds. Was it like?
It's probably like 3
Like,
feet by
could it fit
like
in
a
my-
foot or two. No, you
Okay,
couldn't
so it's
carry
like not. Right,
could-
it's not gonna like fit in my bag or
yeah,
something.
you couldn't carry it on your person. I mean, two of you
Okay.
could lift it and try to take it somewhere, but you would, it would be both hands.
Okay. Was anybody want to help me smash it? See if we can get it open.
Yeah, I'm
do
down.
it.
But,
Whoever
maybe
wants to try
Xander,
to
you
You guys
smash
can
it,
just throw me at it.
whoever wants
true.
to try to smash it, roll an attack roll with your weapon of choice.
can we smash it with a mace?
Yeah.
Xander, you want to do that?
Yeah. Wait, never mind. I'll just do it over here. Let me go back. Okay. We got a 22.
Okay, that definitely hits it, and you can feel like it lands a pretty kinetic blow. Go ahead and roll damage.
7.
Cool. So you start to kind of get through it. It hasn't completely broken yet, but you can start to see inside of it a little bit. There do seem to be things inside.
Anything shiny?
Is there anything shiny in there? Not shiny. You can see like cloth.
Let's see. Flux, you want to hit it with your longsword? Flux
Flux,
is
you're
muted.
muted.
Yes, I'm gonna hit that shit with my longsword.
Do it.
Do it.
Gonna go Oakland on that chest.
Listen, I'll go Oakland on everything. Shit. Got an 8.
8 damage or 8 to hit?
8 to hit.
Yeah, so you try to get it, but your like sword kind of glances off of one of the iron braces on this thing and just shives off.
It's embarrassing.
It's very embarrassing. I've had no luck today. I'm off my game today, guys.
Does anybody else have a good weapon to hit it with?
No, I'm trying to look. None of my spells really affect. All my spells specifically say creature, so I'm assuming it wouldn't affect an object, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Your thunder wave or thunderclap might.
I was looking at that. Didn't think so.
Oh, that's right, because it has to hear it. Yeah, that wouldn't work.
Yeah. Damn. Can we? Plus, didn't we have like Torin pick something up once and try and like smash it with his web?
Oh yeah.
You can try. You want him to try to pick it up and just like slam it back down?
Yeah, I want him to like pick it up and like either slam. Yeah, what do you think, Slash? Should he slam it or like throw it against the wall?
Well, if it's just cloth in there, yeah, let's just smash it. I mean, it doesn't seem like it's gonna be anything we can really damage.
Okay,
So he does
let's smash it.
kind of shoot out a web from his little spinneret, and does grab it, picks it up, and just kind of wings it around a little bit and just crushes it back. He rolled a natural 20, by the way.
What
yeah.
the?
So it slams down, and the chest just crumples as it hits the kind of corner just perfectly. It's kind of like when you're waiting for that DVD icon to just like hit right into the corner. It just lands right into the corner of the vault and just shatters across it. And inside, you see this cloth kind of unfurl, and you see this ting 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 ting, as something kind of comes out of it. You also see that a purse, like a coin purse, kind of spewed out as well, and about 50 gold pieces litter the floor inside of the vault. So there is this rod, like this iron rod, that has like unfurled from this cloth that it was wrapped in, and then 50 gold pieces.
There you go.
Let's pick up that iron rod and take a look at it.
Cool. Roll an Arcana check, Celeste.
All right.
Yeah, you're not 100% sure what this does. You can definitely tell that it's magical, but you're not sure what it does.
Well, I'll throw it in my pack, and we'll
Suss it
we'll
out.
bring it with us.
Yeah, just make a note
Yes.
that you have unidentified rod in your pack. Not in Seducius's pack. It's in the unidentified rod is in your pack.
I'll hold it. It's a pretty large rod. So
Yeah. Yeah, not hard to get confused.
Oh my god.
I'm done.
There is also a cloak.
I've got a rod in my pack if you want to see it. But...
Ayo.
There's also a
I'm not sure I
cloak
can.
hanging on the wall of this vault as well that is giving off a similarly magic vibe.
A magic cloak?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna snatch that shit.
Doctor Strange.
Yeah, give me that.
Oh yeah.
So you have this cloak. As a bard, I'm just going to say that you know what this cloak is. It would be very common in your particular line of work. So I'm going to link it for you. Hold on a sec.
My line of work is seducing, just so you know.
Correct. That's why you're going to know exactly what this is. Let's see. Where are you? Where'd you go?
A sex cloak?
No. But it is the most brooding bullshit I've ever seen.
Yes! The moody cloak?
All right, it's in chat. You should be able to see it. And I also added it to your inventory.
It just billows dramatically.
Why can't I? Where is it?
It's in the chat.
Click the link, bro.
Do you see the chat? You should.
It's just a bonus action to make it.
You can also see it in your inventory if you want to go there too. Look for the cloak of billowing.
Oh, there it is. Cloak of billowing.
That's the most emo shit I've ever seen in my life. Like,
Yo, dope.
JP comes
I have a
down.
question. Why does the image on this website look like the crab hands from like the Mr. Crab guy? What?
Crevices?
Mr.
Yeah,
Krabs.
crevices.
It just does. I don't know. I don't make the rules.
Like,
It does.
what does that have to do with a cloak?
Oh, it's because it's like the default image for what are called wondrous items.
Oh,
Heck yeah. Yo, I'm down with this cloak. Can I put it on right now?
oh god.
Yeah, if you want to, sure.
Here he goes. Here he goes.
Does it look like Doctor Strange's cloak?
You could flavor it however you prefer.
Hey, does the cloak have spider webs on it? And
I'm
then
thinking a
does
little more like, Thor, like a Thor type cloak. As I
think
just
it's that-
enter the room, just kind of billows dramatically behind me.
I want you to think if Fall Out Boy wore cloaks, this is what it would look like.
Why Fallout Boy?
Because Diana is on the channel right now. All right, so
Oh
you
my
guys have pretty much
God.
cleared out this. Who, by the way, picked up the gold pieces?
I'll pick up
Probably the girls.
We'll add it to Flux. Flux, I'm gonna just add 50 gold pieces to your inventory. You can choose what you want to do with them.
I'm gonna divvy that out to the team.
Okay.
I'm not gonna be selfish this time.
So everyone gets 10 gold pieces. I'll add Torrens if everyone else wants to add their own.
10 gold pieces? What's up?
What's up?
I'm trying to add the rod, but it's they're all like they all have a name.
If you go into that manage equipment portion, there's an area for custom items. You can do it from there.
Oh, okay.
Or you
You should name your rod Seducius.
You just
Oh gosh. I'd never be able to find it in my bag.
Oh, wow.
Oh, okay.
wow.
There we go.
Yeah.
Oh, nailed it. Nailed it. All right. So we've investigated a pretty good chunk of this space. Up to you how you want to proceed.
There's nothing else in the room, right?
You feel pretty confident you've managed to check everything. Well, roll an investigation check for me, Celeste. So you're searching the rest of the room here? Okay. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Hey.
So as you're investigating the room, I'm
You say that's pretty good?
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Roll the natural 20. It's pretty
Yada yada. As you're investigating the room in this area, you can kind of tell the wall seems to have like a seam that's really thin, and you can tell almost as if this is also another passage. But you've gone through the room backwards and forwards. There are no latches or other buttons in this space that seem to open it, so you get the impression that this is a secret panel or a secret door, but the lever to open it is not on this side.
Oh, okay. Is that on the north wall of the room, or like
Correct.
the east
Yeah,
wall?
I moved your character basically where you saw where the secret door is, and you know that for sure. You can tell pretty easily, but very confidently you've gone up and down on this room. There's no other buttons or latches on this side, so you're pretty confident whatever this leads to, this is actually the exit, and you can't open it from this side.
Okay. All right. Well, I guess we'll have to leave, and we'll go to that other door in the other hallway.
Okay. So you come up. You guys want to come up this way and go back around?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. So as you guys start coming up, that guttural noise that you heard before starts getting really louder. And as you guys are starting to kind of come to where the doorway is, that little intersection, right around the corner, about 4 orcs are running as they were trying to follow where this noise came from to search for it. And I need everyone to roll initiative again for me.
Mm-mm.
Oh, here we go.
Mm-mm.
Jeez.
Oh.
Got 8.
None of us really want this battle.
Oh my god, what the heck? Yeah, look at this. What the?
Oh, Seducia is up first with a 7.
3, 4.
Got my cloak on, let's go, baby.
This cloak is actually pulling him the other direction.
Zentry got a 6. And Torin.
What are we even fighting? Do you even know?
Yeah, they're orcs. Not like the half-orc magical ones, but like the bigger kind of like just like barbarian ones. Torin did not too great on that.
And all 4 of them came running out of that room with the door that's at the top there?
No, they were kind of rounding the corner. So remember where the like stairs led to?
Yeah.
They came from that side. And you were kind of meeting at where the L meets.
Got it.
Sentry, and then Seducius rolled a 7. And Flux
I got 8.
8.
I did it through the character sheet, yeah.
Oh, bueno.
The guy in that GIF gets all the ladies, I bet.
Oh boy. I mean, it is a pretty cool cloak, though. Don't hate on it.
Yeah, I know.
I have a Thor cape. I can go put it on right now.
Do it.
Oh yes,
No.
please.
Craig.
Do it right
Craig,
now.
out of game. Go get it
where
and go
has
put
this
it
been
on.
the whole time?
Go do this now. Literally now.
The fact that it is so accessible kills me.
I know it's like on the top of one of his drawers. Like,
Where else would you put a Thor cape?
I
Yes.
don't know, he probably wears it to sleep every night.
Why? You wouldn't?
I don't know. Is this like Fat Thor in Endgame, or is this like?
He's got
No.
the sweatshirt, so.
It's like Little Red Riding Hood.
Oh, I'm excited by
Dude,
everything
it's
that's
been-
happening.
I love it.
Oh boy, billow it around for us a little bit.
Want me to billow it?
Yeah, billow it.
I'm gonna do it like that guy in the freaking little picture we just did, okay? Like that.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Please.
I will say though, if we're gonna try to do it like the guy in the picture, that guy's is a little bit bigger than yours.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
But in either
Okay.
case, it is one of the orcs first. And as you guys are in this area, I'll give you a little bit more of a leeway. You see another orc start to round the corner and into that dining room. Okay, then the next one, this is going to be the first one that's there. This is the one that Celeste kind of ran into as you ran headlong into this space. And this orc is just straight going to try to take a swing at you with his axe. And that's going to hit. You're going to take 9 points of damage as he just whoosh around.
All right. Well, I'm not going to forget my hellish rebuke.
All right, here it is. Nailed it.
Finally.
All right, so you take 9
been
points of
waiting for
damage.
that.
And what's the DC on Hellish Rebuke? 14 still?
Where is it? Where is that? It's under.
If you look under
Oh, I see.
Mhm.
Yeah, hellish rebuke. The dexterity is 14.
Dex 14. All right, that is. He rolled a 10. What's his Dex bonus for our orcs? He
Not
fails.
4.
All right, how much damage do you do on that? It's going to take full damage from it.
3d10.
Okay, go ahead and roll it.
Let me roll it.
Nice, that's a lot.
Boom, 22.
Ooh, nice. You've been rebuked. So as he lands this huge blow at you, it's almost like this burst of flame erupts from you from this draconic bloodline that you have, and the blood just like spatters all over this dude, and as it hits, it's just burning and melting. And he just like screams as he dies in front. So
Yes.
he is murdered.
But I still take the 9 points of damage, right?
You do, correct.
Okay, just making sure.
But he did die in retribution, so can't hate on that.
Yes.
That will bring us to another orc who is going to try and get as far into as he can, and he's just going to run up there. And if around the corner, yeah, I think he's just going to use his bonus action to just get further into the mix. That's another one. He's also going to use his bonus action to get further in the mix. And then he is going to take the space of the one that you killed and also try and take a swing at you, Celeste. That one will also hit. You're going to take another 9 points of damage.
No.
Just
Plus,
Can I do
getting
hellish
hammered
rebuke
over
again?
there.
Can I do hellish rebuke again?
No, so it's one reaction per round. So you can't do it again this particular one. When we get back to the top of the round, it will refresh and you can. But as of now,
Alright.
you can't because everyone.
Well,
has
I'm down to
a turn.
6. All right, I'm down to 6 health. So this will be good.
Oh boy.
Oh boy is right.
The bigger the rod, the harder they fall, Celeste.
Whoa. Okay. Flux, that will bring us to your turn.
All right, I'm gonna throw on a Searing Smite.
Okay.
I want to attack with my longsword with Searing Smite on it.
And which one are you trying to go for?
I am trying to go for the dude right in front of me, which is 04.
Okay. Go ahead and roll to hit.
No. 14, baby.
Oh, that does hit. Go ahead and roll your
There you
damage down.
go.
And then do your searing smite damage afterwards.
Shit, I got 11.
Cool.
And then Searing Smite has 1d6, so I have 1. That sucks.
He's looking pretty bad as he kind of stumbles to his ground and he like uses his axe to brace himself. He's just bleeding profusely. This one's pretty badly hurt now. Still standing, but pretty badly hurt. Seducius, back to your turn.
I'm gonna cast Shatter. The range is 60 feet, so I'm gonna try and position it like right in front of number 6 because I think I can reach it and cast it there, and then the range of attack is 10 feet. So I should hit 2 and 6. Am I doing that right?
Yes, couple of things. So
Yes.
if you're trying, you're not going to really be able to dodge through these folks. They're basically blocking the aisleway. Like it's gummed up, so you're not going to be able to run there.
Okay.
So I don't think you'll be able to see around that corner to put Shatter there. So I would say
Got it.
what you can see, if you wanted to, is you could hit this far corner. What's the range on Shatter?
The range is 60 feet.
And then what's the when it lands? Does it
10
hit
feet.
10 feet? So you could hit it here, and it would hit everyone, including Sless.
No, I would kill Sless. I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah.
Let's see
Okay.
if we can. Hold on, let me see if I can get a little bit. Yeah, because he might die. You could hit here. And who would you get? 10 feet. If you hit here, you would get 02 and 07. And not harm Sless. But you wouldn't
I'd get
04.
07 also.
Mm-hmm. If you did it like at the far wall.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's
Where's
better.
07?
07 is the one that was the one that came right in front of you.
It's basically you can't see it because 01 is still there, but that's where 07 is standing.
Oh, okay, got it. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, yep.
I'd rather do that then.
What's the DC on Shatter? 14 again?
Yep.
And is it a con save or a dex save?
Yep. Con save.
First one fails. Second one got a natural 20. So the first one's going to take full damage. Second one's going to take half.
Okay. I rolled 14.
Nice. Okay, so 07 is, I'm just going to say dead because it's 1 point down, so why not? So the one in front of Sus, the one that just kind of like took him out, just like screams as he's like crumpling from it. And then the 102 takes half damage. We'll just say it's 7. And he's still standing, but pretty badly hurt now.
Dope.
That'll end your turn, I assume, Caduceus?
Yes. Yes, it does.
Most Sless have been helping you, so maybe you shouldn't complain. Sless, though, that does bring it back to your turn.
Okay. Well, I feel like I'm in a really bad spot here.
Yeah, you're kind of surrounded, so you don't have a great exit strategy.
Yeah. Could I, let me see if I can do this here. Tell me if this works. Could I go kind of like in between so that way I could like get past them or no?
So the ones in front of you is dead. You could just climb it. But if you leave that space, you're leaving the combat range of 04 and 03. That would mean they would get attacks of opportunity on you. Is kind of like as you're leaving their range.
Oh, okay.
If you don't want to attack on this turn and you're just trying to get some distance, you can use your action to disengage, which means you can move outside of someone's combat range and not suffer that penalty. But it means you wouldn't be able to attack unless you have a bonus action.
No, we're good. I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna attack number 4 here with. I'm gonna do level 3 Burning Hands, but I'm gonna do it at an angle to where it's like more up and to the left, so that way I'm not gonna hit Flux.
Sure. Hey, just a heads up. So 04, you can tell is pretty badly hurt. You might not need to go level 3.
Okay, got it.
Just a heads up.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's do first level Burning Hands then.
Okay. What's the DC on that?
14.
He failed. Rolled a 12.
Perfect.
Bonus wasn't enough.
Let's see what I roll here. 6.
All right, he dies in a flame of fire. Anything else on your turn, Sless?
No, because again, if I want to like move away, the 03 will be able to.
Correct.
Attack
As long
me,
as you stay in his range, you're good. So you could technically move here, but you can't move up or forward. You have to stay within basically the adjacent square.
Okay. No, I'm good because we have a whole bunch of people that can go, so we could kill 03 before I'm worried about him. So.
So that will bring us to Zendri then.
Cool. I'm gonna try and hit 03 with my crossbow.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and roll the attack on it. I'm just putting this out there in the world. Is this the time that you want to heal Sless at all, or are you just like, fuck it?
Oh yeah, can I get an update on like where everyone's at? Because I know that Seducius and Celeste are pretty hurt.
Celeste is in way worse shape than me.
Yeah, I'm at 6 right now, so I could use some help.
Oh, shit. Okay. Yeah, I will take back that statement and I will do a. What's it called? Cure Wounds. Let's do a second level Cure Wounds for him.
If you want to do Cure Wounds, it's touch, so I'm just going to move you next to his space. And then go ahead and cast it and let me know how much you give to him.
Okay. I'm going to give him 7 points.
I will take it. Thank you.
All right.
Yes,
back
sir.
to 13. Nice. All right. Anything else on your turn, Zendri?
Can I still shoot the guy with my crossbow?
No. Let me see if you have any bonus actions, though. Bonus actions. No. That's
I
kind of
don't
all
think
you've
I
got.
do. How do I get bonus actions? Can you hook a girl up? What's that?
It just depends on what spells and things you pick. I will say you have an ability called Sentinel Attack that you might want to just keep an eye on, especially if you're around people, if you're this close in combat. Basically, like if O3 were to attack someone else, you get to use your Sentinel Attack as a reaction. So even though it's not your turn, if he attacks like Flux or Tauren or Seducius or Celeste, you can attack it for freezies with your melee weapon. So your mace or your claws.
How would I have known that existed had you not said that?
If you go into your actions and just scroll down the page. And you'll see reactions.
Oh. Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, I feel bad because I had a bonus action I could have used on Celeste, and then I realized it after my turn.
For real though, Bard. And I'm
have to.
You really got to look at those bardic inspirations. So I'm just gonna put this out there. We are almost near the end of this, and this dragon is gonna wreck you if you're not careful. Just putting it out there at the world. fair DM warning for my new players. Read through your skills. But then Zendri, I'll say that's gonna end your turn. That is gonna bring us to one of these orcs, who is. Sorry, he's just the way these orcs work. They go for the weakest character, so they're gonna keep going for Celeste. See if he hits you. Celeste, what's your armor class?
12.
Oh, that hits you. Okay, you're gonna take another 9 points of damage from this dude's axe.
Damn, bro. You would have been dead had I not given you some life.
Yep. But that'll end its turn. That's going to bring us to Tauren. Tauren is just going to attack as a spider still, because this is probably going to be the last combat scenario he'll be able to use the spider since it only lasted an hour. He is going to use his bite, though, as a spider to get up on O3, I think. Let me just double check something. Extras. Does he have any kind of crowd management or stun? Spider climb, web sense, wild shape.
Could he pick me up and throw me out of the way so that I'm not next to these guys?
Get out of here.
No, he doesn't have quite that much dexterity in combat, so. But it's a good idea. I will say I will allow it to be a check if that's what you'd like Tauren to do, because you're kind of playing his character. So if you want me to try and do a dexterity check, I will see if he can grab you with webs and pull you out of there. I won't let you do I won't make you do an attack of opportunity because it's kind of cool, but it will mean if he fails, you're still there and his attack didn't happen. So what would you prefer? Him to try to get you out of there, or would you prefer him to try to attack something?
Why don't you just have Tauren just freaking web you up like a cocoon?
No, yeah. Let's see if he can shoot me out of there.
Okay.
Pull me out of there with the
Just
web.
make it a dex check. That's cocked.
Yeah, use that weighted die.
Seeing what's the die? See what's his dexterity bonus +3. Okay, yeah, that's a 19. So yeah, he grabs you out of there and he pulls you out. And I'm just gonna say he's going to fling you back behind him here and get you out of that.
Oh,
space.
look at that!
I will.
Everyone in the stream should be happy. Someone got thrown.
And I will allow that because I kind of think that's cool. But that will be Torn's action and bonus action. And I think he is just going to chill in that spot, which will bring us to one of the other orcs. A new orc enters combat and will use his full move to just kind of get up in people's business. And his action as well to move a little farther. That will leave us with 06, who is going to also do the same. Move up, and he's going to go after Zendri. That will miss Zendri. And that's back to the top of the round to one of the orcs, who will stay right there and has no one to attack. Well, he's got a javelin. Yeah, he can throw that. He's going to throw that at Zendri. That will... See, I think that actually hits you.
No, it doesn't.
Javelin +5. Yeah, that hits you. So you're going to take 6 points of javelin damage as he just hurls this thing at you.
Dope.
Cool. That'll end his turn. That's going to bring us back to 03, who's going to go after Flux. That's going to hit Flux.
You said
Flux.
6 points, right?
Yes. Flux, you're going to take 9 points of damage as this great axe just come down through your armor.
Oh, hell no. He's going to catch his hands.
Gonna catch these hands, mother.
He's going to catch these hands.
Flux, that will bring us back to your turn, though.
Well, then let's go.
Catch his hands.
He's going to catch his burning hands is what he's going to catch. I'm gonna use burning. I'm gonna use burning hands for 500, Alec.
Okay.
Yeah.
How are you aiming burning hands? Because that's a 15-foot cone.
Right in front, like right straight forward to 03.
So if we do that, you're gonna probably hit. Well, actually, if you aim it right, you can hit.
Yeah, like right in front.
You can actually hit 03, 06, and 02 and not hit Zendri.
Let's do it. I'm trying to do that. Let's do it.
All right. What's your DC? Burning hands 12.
It's dexterity 12. Yeah.
All right. So first one, success. I rolled 12. Second one, success. Third one, fail. Oh no, actually success. So they all succeeded, but they're going to take half damage. So roll your damage and we'll cut it in half.
Damage. 9.
Okay, so they're all going to take 5 points of damage.
Yeah, fuck those guys.
I appreciate you rounding up for us.
Well, that's not my rule. That's the game's rule. So.
Oh. Trying to give you a compliment here, Nate.
Fuck it. 5. The 102 who has suffered a bit is looking pretty beat up. He's now just kind of charred and crispy. The other ones are still pretty tough though. Seducius, that brings us to your turn.
Crown of Madness, bitches.
Who are you aiming for?
Number 3 right in front of me.
He does fail his save, so he is.
Of course
now
he does.
Maddened.
And can I do a bonus action still?
You can.
Oh, I do a little Mantle of Inspiration for my boy Celeste here.
Mantle of Inspiration, I think, lets you do. Is it 3 characters or just 1?
I can do up to 3 technically.
Yeah.
And that gives 8 temporary hit points.
Cool.
So I'll do Celeste, Flux, and Zendri.
Okay. So Flux, Zendri, and Celeste, you all have 8 temporary hit points. I just said Flex, by the way. If we were gonna ship Flux and Zendri, it would totally be Flex.
Flex.
So
That's right.
That's right.
That's right.
So you guys have 8 temporary hit points to add to your character. Remember, temporary hit points get taken down first before you start digging into your actual hit points. Also with Mantle of Inspiration, which is really cool, if any of you guys want to bamf out of there, you can move your full movement right now immediately as your reaction and not suffer an attack of opportunity if you want to get out of the space you're currently in. You're not going to be able to get past the orcs, but if you want to come back into the master bedroom, you can.
Plus, I'm so sorry I didn't cast that on you earlier.
Yeah, appreciate you so much.
Told you.
Many lessons learned tonight.
So do any of you guys want to move, or do you want to hold tight?
I'm hanging.
I'm hanging in. I'm ready to.
All right. Seducius, that's going to end your turn. That's
Yeah.
going to bring us back to one of the orcs at the top of the round. He's just going to get into range, and he's going to fling a javelin at Zendri again. That is going to hit you. You're going to take another 6 points of damage. So just remember, now you have 2 temporary hit points instead of 8.
Yes.
But that'll
You're
end its
welcome.
turn, and that will bring us to Sless. It is your turn, sir.
All right. So there are still 5 of these guys that are alive?
There are 6. O2 is the worst. He's pretty badly beaten up. And the other ones are
He's
pretty much
under
fine.
01, right?
O1 is dead. Yeah, he's under O1. If you're still seeing O1 on your map, then he's
Yeah.
gone. I can
Yeah.
probably remove him. Let me see if I can get him off the map for you. No, it won't let me. That's all right.
Well, I am going to do... where'd it go? I'm going to do a little 3rd level Scorching Ray here.
Okay. And who are you going to be aiming for?
I can do 3 rays, and so you said who's hurt the most? O2?
O2 is pretty much almost dead. O6 and O3, I think, have some damage on them, like half damage on them.
Yeah, let's do the 3 of them then.
Cool. Go ahead and roll to hit 3 times.
First one is a 22.
That hits.
Come on. 16.
That hits.
And a 9.
That misses. So we'll say O2 hits and O6 hits, but O3 misses. So go ahead and
Okay.
roll damage twice, and we'll divvy those out.
All right.
First one's going to be for O2.
4.
Cool. O2 dead in a fiery burst of flame. Okay. O6.
And then a 4 again.
Nice. Still standing, but pretty beaten up. And then O3
Perfect.
hits for any. Nice. Okay, so O2 dead. That'll end Sless's turn. Oh, Sless, remember, we got back to the top of the round, so your Hellish Rebuke has reset.
Oh, yes. Perfect.
Oh shit.
I'm pretty sure anyway. Let me double check that actually. Hold on.
Well, you said it. I don't think you can take it back now.
That's actually not true.
He's like, I can say whatever the fuck I want.
I'll do whatever I want.
Where is... Oh, yeah. It's,
No, yeah, for because you got it from being a tiefling. It's not a spell that you know, so you only can use that per short rest. So that hasn't recharged. So Zendri, it is your turn now.
Oh, once per long rest. I see. Got it. Okay.
I'm gonna hit 06
Okay.
with my mace.
Yeah, do it. Roll to hit.
All right. 17.
Okay, that hits. Go ahead and roll your damage.
And then
Get it.
5.
Nice. All right. You just crush this dude's skull in, and he dies. All right.
Take
06
that.
Then that'll bring us to Torin. Torin, still as a spider, is just going to try and bite on... Well, I guess I could move past all of them. No, he's going to go for 03. He hits 03. And that's going to be... How much was his spider? Oh, yeah, that's going to kill 03. Okay, so 03 dies. And then he's going to use the rest of his movement to get up a little bit. That was a little too far. We'll get up there. And then that will end his turn. Which will bring us to an orc who's just going to go for Zendri again with his axe. That's going to miss you, Zendri. Back to the top of the round to the first orc. Seeing this giant spider kind of appear, he's going to go for Torin. He's going to hit Torin, so Torin's spider is going to take 9 points of damage. What does that leave his spider with? I just got to do that in my brain. Almost dead. Okay, next hit will probably kill him. All right, Flux, your turn.
Oh, I'm gonna move over to Mr. Ocho over here. What? And then, oh nope, not gonna do that. Or no, actually, you know what? I'm gonna go up to 05,
Okay.
and I'm gonna throw on Divine Favor,
Nice. Okay.
and then I'm gonna attack that motherfucker with my longsword.
Okay. Go ahead and roll to hit.
23.
Scenario I want to be
That
in.
that definitely
So
hits. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it.
iPad and computer.
9.
How much?
There's beverages,
9.
9.
a phone.
What did he have damage beforehand or no? He did not. Okay, so that was a pretty big hit. He's not doing too great, but he is still standing.
Oreos.
Wait, so then, but with Divine Favor though, then doesn't he takes another extra 1d4 radiant damage, right?
Oh, sure. Go ahead and roll it.
Okay, so
It streams live.
Yeah, you could watch them play live.
We're getting dogged over here, just an FYI.
Is it just Chelsea again?
Hi, Chelsea.
And she's making fun of us.
Oh, it's
just
Chelsea.
yelling-
So I'm just gonna put this out there,
she's
Chelsea.
well.
This is the first
Yeah.
time I've seen you have any friends.
Wow. Oh man, that's
You better be
great.
careful. She's not going to allow Jeremy to play next week.
Yeah, she's gonna cut me off here.
Hashtag worth it. Just gonna say it.
damn.
Uh,
I rolled a 3.
that's all right. Nice. All right. So still standing, but pretty beaten up. Seducius, that brings us back to your turn.
I can't do much though because Crown of Madness is still on.
Yeah.
Oh, number 3 is dead.
He is.
What the? Damn.
Yeah.
Well
Sometimes
done.
Crowded Madness works well. Sometimes it doesn't.
Fuck. Yeah, that sucks. Okay, I am gonna do Dissonant Whispers to number 8.
To number 8. Okay. Yeah. 14, I assume again. DC 14.
Yeah, that one's a Wisdom saving throw. Yeah, 14.
He does fail. So go
Okay.
ahead and give him the damage. Give him
Hit
the
him,
D.
12.
Say that, Nate.
12.
You gotta just say that every time now.
I'm probably gonna. All right. So that was on 08, you said?
Yeah, 12 to 08.
Still standing, but that one was pretty devastating to him. So
Full D.
full D. All the D. As much D as Seducius can give, anyway. Seducius, anything else on your turn?
No. No, that is it for now.
Alrighty. That's going to bring us back to 05. Who is going to just attack Flux since Flux attacked it. And that will miss. Celeste, that brings us back to your turn.
Right. Well, so we need to get this going here. I'm gonna do a little catapult action
Okay.
with one of my rocks that I picked up, and I'm gonna do that towards number 8.
Okay.
See if I can free up some team members here.
So the dex save is 14.
Yes,
He does succeed, so that rock is going to miss.
of course.
And then just a heads up, that I think was your last pebble that you picked up. So at some point in
I think
time, you're going to have to refresh. All right. That's going to end Celeste's turn. Zendri, it's back to you.
Okay. I'm gonna go for 08
Okay.
with inflict wounds.
All right. And our first level, second level?
First level's fine.
Cool. All right.
He's got a little bit of damage, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's actually probably... Yeah, he's pretty close to dead. So that'd probably be the right call. So go ahead and roll to hit for inflict wounds.
Ooh, 25.
Yeah, that definitely hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
12.
Yeah, that kills this thing. Murders it brutally as he just kind of like
Indeed.
disintegrates into this necrotic dust.
He got murked.
Murk! Also, don't forget to hit
187 up in here.
just so everyone is keeping an eye on how many spell slots they have left, by the way. Just make sure you're hitting the cast button to track how many spells you still have left. All right, Zendri, that'll end your turn. That's going to bring us back to Torin. Torin was made for this. He's just going to bite. I think he's going to just try and kill 05. Nah, he wants to go to 09. He wants to try to finish the other one since he's got a little more life. It's cocked. That misses. All right, so he misses as a spider. That's going to bring us to 09, who's going to go after Torin again. That will hit. Oh, wait, actually, what's Torin's armor class as a spider before I fuck that up? This is the worst part about playing that one. 9, 6. That does hit. So, okay. As he, takes one big swing with his great axe, you see that Torin kind of falls off the ceiling and hits the floor back to his dragonborn form. But because he was a spider, he didn't suffer too much damage. All right, Flux, back to you.
Cool. I'm going to throw up that divine favor again.
Can you? Are you out of spell slots?
No, I've got 2 more, boo.
All right, let's go.
All right. So I'm going to throw out that divine favor, and I'm going to try again with that longsword.
Okay.
So I got 8. Roll to hit. 8.
That misses.
Damn. Fucked up.
That'll bring us then to 05. Nope, I skipped someone. Seducius, your turn.
5 is pretty badly damaged, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
5's almost dead.
I'm trying to make a quick decision here.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna move up to where right next to Torin,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'm gonna use my rapier on 05.
All right, roll to hit.
Uh, 25.
That hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Seven.
That kills 05.
You've been seduced with my rapier.
That's just a troublesome sentence.
So problematic, dude. So problematic.
Celeste, that brings us back to you.
Okay. So it's just number 9 left, so I feel like I need to move a little closer here. Get a good angle.
I'll say you can get there if you'd like.
It's all about those angles, Les.
Yes. I'm going to do a little firebolt action.
Okay.
Let's see if I hit here. 18 I rolled.
That hits.
Alright. And 10 damage.
Awesome. So he's still standing, but looking pretty beat up.
Okay.
Alright, that'll bring us to Zendri. Your turn.
It's my
It's your turn.
Finish him off.
refresh this map because it doesn't auto do it. Alright, so whoa. Am I able to move?
Yeah. Where do you want to go?
Maybe closer to where actually
If you want to get in touch range of this dude, you'd have to go here-ish. You can make it. Oh, that's going to be tough. I don't know.
yeah,
you
I
can
want to
make
get right on top of that.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna do another first level inflict wounds.
Cool. Roll to hit.
The dog's barking in the background. 23.
That hits. Go ahead and roll your damage.
9.
All right. He is also murdered as he dissolves like part of the
It's
armor.
murder.
Dies. Awesome. I think we've killed all the orcs in the top level.
Go to sleep.
And go sleep.
Go lay down.
All right. We didn't die. And we are out of combat. Looks for now that nothing above is here.
Yeah.
Now that you have had a chance to settle down, though, you do see that while there were a lot of unlit torches before, there are a lot of lit torches now. It seems as though the orcs have signaled some kind of alarm.
It's lit.
Uh-oh.
It's getting lit up in here.
Mm-hmm.
As if 9 wasn't enough. Well, I think we need to get in that room really quick.
Yep.
That hidden door. So.
Would it be of any use to cast a detect evil and good spell?
That spell is again trying to have you find like fiends or angels. You don't get the impression you're going to see any of those here. But you can
What
go
about
into this
find
door.
traps?
Yeah, you can if you'd like.
Wait, hold on. Where's the door?
The door is this like that green circle right to the left of Sles.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let's go into the door.
Yep.
Before we go in that door, can I do something there real quick?
Yeah, sure.
Mm-hmm.
I want to cast Healing Word on Sles before we enter any other rooms.
For sure. How much health are you getting?
Oh yeah.
Do I get to pick that on Healing Word? I don't think I do.
You can pick first level or second level or third level, and then you roll what it gives you.
What is Celeste at right now?
He's
I'm
at
at
12. Oop, wait, 8. Does that include your temporary health points though?
Well, I have 8 current and then 8 temporary.
Okay.
I'm gonna be very kind. It's an unusual trait for Seducius and his friends, but I'm gonna give up a 3rd level spell to Celeste here.
All right.
Oh.
And
Wait, I don't have that as 3rd level actually. Hold on. Do I? Oh, yes I do. Yes I do. Yes I do. Yeah. Okay.
And how much health does he get?
The 9? What the?
All that for 9.
Sometimes they're not with you. That's all right. Every little bit helps, Seducius.
Fucking A.
I appreciate you, though, my friend.
All right. So we enter into this space, and actually it opens up, and almost like you're kind of like blinded by how bright it is. This door leads outside to a balcony right above the main entrance, this kind of like portico area, and there are vines that kind of have grown up, and you can climb the vines back down to get to the main entrance, or you can turn around. But it's basically just the exterior balcony. There's also a door right to your north. That's this little white space. That is like a smaller door that seems to lead into another area as well.
All right, so we're gonna have to climb to get in this kind of like hidden room area, right?
Climb on the vines.
The vines go back down.
Okay, but we need to get into that area that's still blacked out, right? It looks like there's a door on the west side of it. Is that like a wall we can climb around to get onto?
That's a window, and you can try to climb the ivy to get over there. You do remember, based on the nature check you rolled earlier, that the ivy is poisonous. So
Why are we trying to go that way instead of into the other door, that other black space we haven't explored? Why?
Yeah, to the north of us, you mean?
Yeah.
You could go that way, or you could go this way.
Yeah, remember we were in that big room, and there was like you could tell there was like a door on the other side, but like it was like the exit, so like we'd have to go on the other side of the wall to get through.
Got it.
And we're trying to figure out how to get in that room.
Okay.
But we can do another one for now too. Or can Torin turn himself into like a bird or something and just like fly instead of climb on the ivy?
I don't think Torin has the ability to fly yet as a creature.
Oh, come on.
Can I use my bird staff and turn him into a bird?
Not what that does.
Yeah, that bird staff, I read about it. It's kind of seems pointless. But
More pointless than the cloak of billowing.
Most things with Seducius is pointless.
all right. Well, I guess let's explore north. Then we can always come back if we figure out a different way.
Okay, so we want to go northward. So we do kind of get into this northern area here, and it opens into kind of this canonical room where like the roof is basically peaked and tapers like a cone. It looks like it's a bit of just a turret, and it's meant as kind of a viewing area. There's a tub and like a rusty bucket next to it. Looks like it was maybe used as the bath, but nothing seems to be of value in this space.
Sorry, I'm only laughing because I just reread the description for Staff of Bird Calls. I'm sorry.
You telling me to get
I'm
any
just
ideas when you saw the
imagining
bathtub?
imagining having to make these sounds because I can make a sound. And one of them is like a goose's honk, a loon's call, and a turkey's gobble. Like
I think we all need to do a turkey gobble right now.
Yes.
You ready?
Oh my god.
All right. Actually, you know what? Just pick a sound for the Staff of Bird Calls. I'm going to do a turkey gobble. Feel free to do whatever you want. You ready? You ready?
Wait.
what is a loon though? What's a loon's call?
I don't know. But you can decide. All right, here's my best turkey gobble. All right, Seducius, where you at, bro? Where's your Staff of Bird Call?
I'm gonna go with an owl hoot because that's more realistic.
Do that too.
What?
An owl hoot.
Like that's
I don't know
the easiest one.
I remember when we had Bravo do the turkey gobble.
Oh my god.
Bravo's turkey gobble is pretty solid.
Yeah.
He sounded like a space turkey.
Can you make sure if he ever plays this that he gets this, like the Staff of Bird Calls, like that he could have to carry that around.
So just so you know, Braverman has played once, and I don't think he'll ever play again.
All right. Well, if you can get him to play again, just give him this early on in the game.
I will make certain. We need to try to invite him.
He just needs to make a guest appearance on our session.
Yeah.
All right. So.
Okay, where are we at? Sorry.
We found this empty kind of bath area. Nothing else seems to be of value here. You can't see the windows again lead out. You can probably climb down the ivy if you want to go outside. You can also see that you can kind of see the top of a roof that looks like you can maybe scale, like get out of the window and get on the roof and maybe climb that way. Or you can head back into the upstairs hallway and loop back. Kind of, I put it in a black arrow for you. There's another door on the far end of the hallway by the fireplace.
That's the place I wanted to go explore.
Those 3 white lines, are they not doors?
These ones are windows.
Okay.
Yeah, the thicker ones are the doors. The skinny ones are windows.
Got it.
So Seducius, you said you wanted to check this doorway, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So you get in that space. As you get in there, it's basically this like upper arcade, and you recognize it as the kind of balcony arcadeway that overhangs the courtyard. And from this space, you can see through a couple of windows outside of the manse, kind of into the pumpkin patches, and also into the courtyard where this huge gnarly tree is kind of just curled and really sinister looking inside the courtyard space. So I'm going to actually show that as well. This is
dope.
The first story.
Yeah.
So you are above it looking down into this courtyard where this tree is kind of growing out of this central well, and it looks pretty gnarly. There is a door in front of you which is open. And this is where you remember the orcs came out of. So the orcs charged out of this space, and I'm going to open it up a little bit for you. They charged out of this space and kind of came in and attacked you.
Okay. Can we get to where that tree is rooted right now or no?
There's a couple ways to get there. You can go back downstairs. You can climb outside. The stairway that you got up from, remember you had to use Torin to kind of lift you with his webs. So you can try and jump it.
Yeah.
It'd be easier to jump down. and just get back to the main level, or you can maybe try and like get out the windows to the north here and come out the roof. Here, I'll say, because you saw this as well through the windows, I'll open that for you. You can get on top of the roof and try to climb out, but you do remember, because you were underneath it, that roof looks pretty weak. There's a chance it could collapse if you aren't careful.
Can I do any checks on that tree since I can see it, or do I have to be like really close to it?
You can see it pretty well. What are you looking for, though?
I basically maybe want to do like an Arcana type check just to figure out if there's anything magical about that tree that I should be concerned about to go do something with that tree, or if it's just like a fucking weird looking tree.
I will give you the choice. You can roll a perception check, a Arcana check, or a history check, and they will all give you different information depending on which one you choose. You can only do one.
I'll do a history check.
Okay, go ahead and roll a history check for me. Yeah, you're not sure.
Damn it.
Nothing really seems to stand out. It's a gnarly looking tree. It definitely looks sinister, but it doesn't stand out to you.
Guys, I figured it out. It's a gnarly looking tree. So you know. It's been here a while. It has some history.
Captain Obvious to the rescue.
Oh, okay. Well, all right. For now, I'm just gonna venture down this arcade way into through those two doors.
Okay, cool. So you get into that space, and it does open up into an area. This room is considerably smashed up. There is still a table there and some chairs. There's some leftover food. Like, you can kind of see the barely cooked corpse of a rabbit they were eating. This looks like it was the space where the orcs were kind of congregating. There are weapons in this space. There's like sharpening equipment. This was clearly where the orcs were kind of rallying, so to speak, for their attack on likely Falcon's Hunting Lodge, based on what the quest shared. So this is kind of where they were getting ready to go. But nothing of value.
Are there any weapons that I can take?
There's like swords and things around. They're all pretty varied in different condition. Nothing really stands out as special, but there are like swords and daggers and things if you want to pick up an extra one. The most notable thing in the room is that dark black space is actually a collapsed piece of the floor that you can use to drop down and kind of go into the floor below. It is essentially traversable. Like, some of the giant beams are kind of like makeshift ramps that you could probably, if you were going cautiously, would easily be able to walk down into the floor below.
Where's just my... What's that?
Like, if we went down, is that a room that we couldn't access before, or did we have access from earlier? I guess we didn't look, I guess.
You have not gotten to that spot on the first floor yet, no.
Okay.
Let me see if I can maybe give you a little pointer, since I can't show that other side of the map. Well, here, I can show you really quickly. Okay, so this is what you've discovered.
I kind of want to go down that hole.
Yeah.
I want to check that out too.
Cool. So is everyone going down that space?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, let's
So
go.
you pretty easily can walk down into that area. I just want to double check one thing. Yeah, no, you've already killed them. So there you go. Let me open it up for you. So you find yourself traversing it, and you find yourself inside what seems to be a bedroom, where there were a couple of beds inside of it. This room was once a bedchamber. Kitchen and dining room kind of rolled into one. There are 4 beds that stand along the south wall, with shuttered windows and nightstands between them. Against the west wall are 4 wardrobes and a cabinet full of plain dishware and cutlery. 4 chairs surround a small dining table in the northeast corner, and a trestle table strewn with pots and cooking utensils stands near a blackened fireplace. All the furnishings are made of wood. So it seems like it was kind of a bit of a... almost like a dorm. Like a shared living space. Roll a history check for me as well, Seducius. See if we can give you a little more clues as to what this area was for.
You said that there were 2 wardrobes?
Dang.
There are 4 beds and 4 wardrobes. And no, you can't remember much about this area. You can ascertain that
God
multiple
damn it, I
people
only got,
lived
like-
here.
I love it. It's so good. How much of that tequila is left?
I only saw him drink a little bit of it.
A good amount. I'm just sipping on it right now. Nate, I'm sorry. Did you say there were any like doors in here, or this is just like its own isolated kind of dorm area?
There
like,
are
exit
doors, and there are exit ways. Those two white kind of bigger rectangles here at the top are doorways northward, and you've words and words. You kind of got a layout of the land from the arcade above and the rooms above that you can pretty much ascertain they're going to lead out into the courtyard where the tree is.
I want to go where that tree is.
Okay.
Don't you want to look through the stuff in the room, like the wardrobes and stuff?
Oh, yeah. Let's do that first. Yeah.
Roll an investigation check, and I'll let you roll it at advantage since people are probably going to be helping you. So roll it twice for me. So you can do exclamation point check space investigation space ADV. Yeah. So nothing in this space seems to be of value. It looks like everything that was here has probably already been cleared. Most of the furniture is pretty badly damaged, and there's really nothing left but some just ruined clothing and utensils. But nothing really of value.
Oh.
Celeste.
I really want to see that
I'm sorry.
tree.
Yeah, I feel like something's up with that fucking tree.
I want to go check that tree out.
Okay. So you guys go into the courtyard, and you see that there, as you kind of go out, there are these stone steps that lead down a little bit to kind of this flagstoned courtyard that has that pillared arcade. That's kind of what you walked across, like that outside balcony, and kind of saw down into it, where you first got a really good look at the tree. There are 7 windows on the upper level that overlook that courtyard, and in the middle of it is a 5-foot wide stone well with thick vines kind of erupting from it, and that's kind of what's turning into this giant tree, these huge kind of gnarled vines and gnarled branches. As you kind of look into the well with this tree is growing down, you can see it goes down about 30 feet, where the root of this tree have kind of planted in, and they look pretty beefy and huge, and it's strange that it was able to kind of grow, but because it was planted in the center of this well, the roots and this tree structure didn't have a lot of room to grow out, so it's kind of compressed. All of the branches are pushed together, trying to kind of almost claw to the surface. Flux, can I have you roll a perception check?
So the tree of girth.
Yeah. With some forum cubes to sit there and look.
I got 15.
So you can see it's very tough, but you can see a bit that every time you kind of like move and kind of investigate down, there's just a little bit of movement along the vines and branches of the trees. And it reminds you a bit of the twig creatures that you fought earlier, but they seem to be a little bit more leafy and maybe more adapted to blend in with the vines. They don't seem to be hostile at this point. They haven't attacked you. They kind of can tell that you're there. You're pretty obvious, you assume. But they haven't attacked you. But they do remind you of the earlier creatures you fought.
Okay. Can I... So Caduceus did a history check on it. Can I do an Arcana check on it?
Yes, go for it.
Okay. I rolled a 20.
Cool. So you know a little bit of what this is. This thing is called a Gulthias tree. And it's a magical tree where its sap is actually blood, and it's used in a lot of alchemical and magical properties. It's like any other tree. It has a weakness to fire, but the thing that's specific about the Gulthias tree is it can be used to spawn those creatures that you've been fighting. those little twig creatures that you've been
The
fighting.
little Karen Groots.
Correct. And it can spawn a few different versions of them. I'll say with that roll, you would know that it can spawn the twiggy versions that you saw before. There are also vine versions that you assume are the ones that are in there now, since there's a bunch of vines crawling around the tree. And also what are called needle blights, which are a little bit more like cactusy.
Oh.
That's pretty fucking metal, dude. It's a tree of blood.
Mm-hmm.
That small evil creature.
Here's my suggestion, Flux. You knowing that, I think we should burn the tree.
I was thinking the exact
However, however,
You had so much build up there. Like you did this like intro, you know this stuff, then all of a sudden you're like, you should just burn it.
you just burn it. No, but I think we need to be strategic about it, because I have a feeling if we burn this, a bunch of little twiggies are gonna come out. I think we need to like position ourselves. It's all about positioning. Position ourselves right by the doorway or something, and someone uses their 15-foot cone of flame and tries to burn it, and we're a little bit farther back.
Let's do it.
Yeah,
I
I have to twig up.
Before we get twigged.
I can do my burning. Well, no, I can't. I can't use burning hands at this point, but I can produce flame, which is a cantrip.
From where?
It's a 10-foot radius.
So I will say as well, because you got a pretty good Arcana check before. Like, this tree is huge. Like, if you're going to try to burn this thing or even destroy it, it's going to take. It's possible. You feel confident you can do it, but it's not going to be easy, and you're going to have to thwack it with a lot of damage. It is vulnerable to fire, so the fire will hurt it a little bit more than normal. Just so everyone knows, mechanically, if something is vulnerable to something, it takes double damage, whatever you cause. But it's a huge fucking tree. It's not going to be like one shot and then you would be able to ascertain that.
Could we also like cut some of it off and take some of it with us too?
You can certainly
like
try.
Like creating these little creatures.
Yeah.
I'm afraid if we do any sort of damage to it, even the slightest bit, we're gonna just get attacked. To be honest, that's why I'm like, I get where Seduces is coming from. So if we're gonna go for it, we better go for it. But I don't know, man. It's risky. It's risky.
I mean, do we need to
The point
destroy
is,
it?
do we need to? Like, do we actually need to destroy this tree?
Right.
I don't think so.
Why are we?
If it's just creating little twigs.
Why are we warmongers, dude? Like we're like.
You're just an angry group.
Yeah. It's like Vikings, like pillaging and just destroying everything, just fighting people left and right, no questions asked. Don't even try to talk.
It's action.
Swinging at people.
Okay.
Huh.
Roll
I
a
think-
I want to just because Seducius asked a specific question. I want to see if I can answer it. Seducius, roll just a straight intelligence check for me. I want to gather something.
How smart is?
Well, that'll be a natural 20.
Nice.
Okay.
Okay.
You're gonna roll a one.
I'm just kidding. I didn't actually roll it. Hold on.
Well, that is the most Seducius thing I've ever heard. All this setup and hype and just complete disappointment. Oh boy. Yeah, you really don't remember the point of this quest. Do you even read? Whatever. They said woodland mace. I saw like hearths fucking everywhere.
Oh god.
If zero in that roll.
Oh.
That is the
Oh my
I
god.
can't even defend
There-
the building.
all we've ever had. Oh, I love it.
This thing
Someone
definitely
roll an
feels.
intelligence check. Shit.
Here, I'll do it.
Got some fucked up friends just laugh at me.
I don't know. That's enough, Celeste. I'll give it to you. So the goal of what Falcon wanted you to do was eradicate all of the orcs and half orcs that were in this space, but also there was this sense that like something evil was happening here. This is a real gnarly looking fucking tree. That being said, Flux has the right of it. Attacking this tree is likely going to start whatever is in there to be hostile, and whatever is cultivating this thing to be hostile as well.
Yeah, not a good idea.
But I feel like we just got the answer that Falcon wants us to stop like the evil presence, which this would be an evil presence. So I feel like we have to do it in order to fulfill this quest.
Yeah. So basically the options are, if I was going to break it down, would be attack the tree now or explore the rest of the facility, the manse, and see if anything else, if there's anything else you would want to do first to try to make that easier or hope that it gets easier, etc. Kind of up to you how you want to handle that.
Yeah, well, we still haven't explored most of the bottom floor too now, the whole big black area.
Correct.
So why don't we do that first before we start?
Yeah. Maybe there's like stuff there that we can.
Yeah,
that'll help us kill it.
There are 2 more doors. There's this green one up here that goes back into the main foyer where you fell down through the stairs. There's another one that seems like it's new that goes in the bottom direction that leads into a space you haven't explored yet.
Let's go to that one.
Okay. So you enter this area, and strangely enough, there is a half-orc in here. And it's super fucking eerie what you see.
Naked.
As you walk in, you see another fireplace, another hearth, and in front of it is a half-naked half-orc. You've started to recognize this before. These half-orcs are worshippers of Talos, and in front of him, above the hearth, he is like hastily scrawled a couple of lightning bolts and like what seems to be animal blood, kind of like these three bolts that kind of converge, and right underneath where he converge is him, and he's just like chanting and dancing. He is like completely oblivious to what's happening around him, and he is like just going to town on a dead possum. Like he's just ripping out its intestines, eating it, just like chanting over this thing. He's clearly trying to activate some type of ritual. And on top of the fireplace mantle are more of the twig creatures, quite a bit of them, kind of tiny and dancing on top of it as he's chanting and praying to his god ritualistically.
I want whatever this guy's on.
Well, I mean, clearly we've got to attack this guy and take him out. He's the evil in the house, so.
Let's do it. Let's aim for the groin area first.
How do you guys want to start this?
Just roll initiative checks.
All right, you want to just get into it? All right, let's go. Everyone roll initiative for me.
Well, right? I mean,
too late. You said it. It's done.
Okay.
Like I said, he wasn't really paying attention to you, so.
I got 7.
Bringing your big rod around over there, Slash.
Do I spell it wrong? I don't know how to do
We're getting
things.
some low rolls tonight, all of us. What is going on? Zendra, you copying me?
Yep.
One, two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
I got 17.
Ooh, looks like you're going first.
Hell yeah, let's go.
Well, that might not be true.
Or Torin.
I just gotta check something. How many of these am I getting?
I feel like he did really well as a direwolf last week. Maybe we should turn into that again.
3 blights for each character in the party, not including sidekicks. Yes. Okay. This is just gonna be a shit ton of people on stage. I'm just gonna put this out there right now. Okay, I'm just going to line these up against the wall because I don't really have a great place for them. Okay. All right, let's do our checks. Flux, what do we get? Flux, where's your initiative?
I got 17. I rolled it from my character sheet on the D&D website, so
All good,
I got
all good.
17.
Perfect. Seducius got 12. Sless got a 3. Torin, what are we getting for Torin? 17, nice. And then Zendri got a 2. All right, get ready for this and don't be mad at me.
Fuck.
What do you have, like 50 things or what?
Oh, what the
Oh my God.
fuck?
Do we have time? Do we even have time for this right now?
Probably not. We'll see how far we get.
Wow.
Let's stop there. All right, so I just want to get people in the room. It looked like Sless went first. So Sless, you're going to be the closest. I'm going to say you're at the door, though, because that's kind of your style. Zendri was still in there.
Oh, we also discovered things by the tree?
They were activated when you attacked the dude.
That was a
You didn't
bad
look at me
idea.
yet.
Those were all those creatures that were in there. You knew they were there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay.
Yeah. Those little guys, though, they're okay.
Yeah, they are the little ones. So they're not particularly dangerous by themselves, but when you couple them with like 13 others, well, you know how it goes. All right, so first one is going to be the Anchorite of Talos, and that is going to be this first one that you saw. So he is going to... Yeah, I think first thing he's going to do is just fucking cast Thunder Wave. Trying to see where you guys would start. So what's the range on Thunder Wave? Let me just check that real quick. Thunder Wave. 15-foot cube originating from you. So let's see how many people he can get in that cube. Dun. Yeah, that's going to get Seducius and Torin. I need you to roll Constitution saving throws. Okay. Seducius makes his throw, and then Torin will do his next. Okay, makes it. So what's the damage on that? 2d8. Yeah, we do 5, 8, 13. So you're both going to take 7 points of damage as he just cracks his two hands together and makes a huge thunderous noise. So 7 points to Torin, who, by the way, is not doing super great. Just a heads up.
What's he at?
He is at 11.
I'll be right back, guys.
Oh yeah, all good. Okay, that's going to bring us to one of these blights, who's just going to run forward at the closest creature, which is Torin. He's going to try to hit it and miss. Next one's going to go to Seducius. And hit. Seducius, you're going to take 3 points of damage.
Oh, fuck.
So if I'm right in that, you're at 15, right?
14.
14, okay. Next one is... Where did you go? Am I missing one? That's right. That's going to be one of these Vine Blights who's going to run into the room and go for Sless. Check. Yeah, he's gonna cast what's called Entangling Plants. Sless and 2, 3, 15. Yeah, Sless and Zendri and Flux. I need you to roll a strength saving throw, I believe. Yeah, strength saving throw, please.
How to do that?
If you can do it a couple different ways. On your character sheet, if you go to your saving throw section in the top left, there's one for strength. Or you can do it in Discord by typing !save space strength.
I rolled mine and I got 7.
Okay.
13.
Actually, you know what? I was wrong. It's just going to be Celeste. I did that. Oh, hold on. Yeah, it's just going to be Celeste, actually, so don't worry about that. I'll roll for him while he's there. He rolled 17, so he's there. Basically, that whole pink square is just a shit ton of like vines and plants. Walking through that is going to slow you down. It could have restrained you, but it didn't, so you're all able to like break out of them. But it is considered difficult terrain. Trying to walk through that will slow you down. But that'll end its turn. That's going to be Flux. It is your turn.
Okay.
Make some money moves over here, Flux.
I'm gonna try. I'm gonna go and try to attack V8 over there. I have a question though. I have 1 first level spell slot, and then I have 2 second level spell slots. So I'm still good to like throw some spells on this shit.
Sure.
Dope. All right. So I'm gonna put on. Let's see. I'm gonna throw up that Searing Smite.
Okay.
And I'm going to attack V8 with my longsword on Searing Smite.
Sure.
So let me just roll that motherfucker. And I got an 8 for hit.
I think that will actually miss.
Fuck me, really?
Yeah,
All
that
right.
will miss. These particular creatures seem to be a little hardier than the twigs. But yeah, that misses.
Cool. That sucks.
That'll bring us to Tauren, though. Tauren, I think, is going to change. Let's see. Let's see what he changes into, though. I want to just go through other possible creatures. Manage extras. Choose category wild shape. What else do we got? I'm sure he's got a few other ones he can get to. Let's just see something real quick. What is his level? What wild shape can you do? Max 1/2. Okay. So let's see what we can make him become. What do you want to be, Tauren? What do you want to be? Trying to get one of the beefier
Fucking
ones.
warhorse.
I want to get something that's got like a big attack on it, though, for him.
Like direwolf shit.
A black bear. Could be a crocodile.
Croc.
Crocodile.
Trying to find an ape. I want to just see which ones would give him the most damage. Probably would be direwolf. That's the main attack on that one. 10. Actually, still think it might be the spider. Yeah, I think
Spider can just fucking web up all those little twiggies.
Well, he can't cast a web like that. Oh no, he can actually. So yeah, we'll do spider.
No?
Yeah, he can. You're right. Okay, so he's gonna be a spider, and he is gonna do that. I think what he's gonna specifically do is try to restrain all of the vine ones from coming out. So he's gonna go over here. He's gonna just try to cast a web in that space because he's got the range for it. That's 60 feet. Yeah.
All right, I'm back.
We're about to get fucked up over here, dude.
His web only hits one person, so I don't know if that's super useful.
Really?
Yeah, I mean the spider's still good because he gets what's it called? He gets a fuck ton of he can do a lot of damage, so I think he's just gonna go for the main guy then. That's kind of Tauren's style. He's mostly I want to just fuck people up, so he's just gonna try and bite him. That will definitely hit, so he's gonna do 7 points of piercing damage, and then we're gonna see if He fails his Constitution save for poison, which he does. So 9 and 7 is 16 points of damage to the main dude.
Oh.
All right, so that'll bring us back to Twiggy. He's gonna go after Seducius here, and that will miss. Another Vine Blight's gonna run out this way, and he's not gonna be able to get there, is he? No, he's gonna stop at the door. Okay. Another Twig Blight's gonna run down, go after Zendri, and miss. Vine Blight's gonna try and run out the door. How much space does he have? He can make it. Okay, he's gonna go all the way that way, and then he's also gonna try and attack Flux. And I think he is just going to cast Constrict on you.
Great.
And that will hit. You're going to take 9 points of damage. And you are grappled. So he's holding on to you.
No.
Yeah, we're about to get crushed right now.
No. 9 points of fucking damage. Jesus Christ. Alright.
Who hit you? Was it the
One
main
of the
guy?
vine creatures.
Well, I have some temporary hit points, so now I actually only have just one actual.
What's your total health points at?
I'm at 29 right now, 29 out of 39, so I'm
Okay.
actually alright.
Perfect. Awesome. All right, so that'll end that one's turn. It's going to go to another Twig Blight, who is just going to go after Torin, since he's the closest, and miss. Another Vine Blight. He's going to miss on his attack, but he is going to try and get out. So what is that, 15? He's just going to stop there. And then Seducius, this brings it back to your turn.
Just so I'm clear, I can do a bonus action on every turn?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I feel
I
like
can do that.
I wonder if it's one of those situations where if we attack the big guy and we eliminate him first, maybe the other ones will kind of, I don't know, be like deactivated or go away or something. Maybe.
Maybe. I'm gonna do. Can you just show me on the screen that if I do a thunder wave that emanates from me, will that hit Torn or not hit Torn? I think it's that same cube from
What's
from
the range
A1.
on Thunder Wave?
15 feet. Like a 15-foot cube around me.
5, 10, 15. No, it would not hit Torn.
Would it hit A1, T4, and T5?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to do my level 3 Thunder Wave, and then as a bonus action, I can cast Healing Word. I'll do it on myself.
So that's one of the things. You can't cast.
Tell me.
Like if you cast a spell on your action, you can't cast another spell unless it's a cantrip on your bonus action or vice versa. So basically, if it's like a leveled spell, like first level, second level, third level, you can only do that once on your whole turn.
Got it.
Unless you have some
Got
other
it.
ability that says specifically you can again. So basically, once on like an action round, you can only do a spell. So you could do Thunder Wave, and then you could do Bardic Inspiration, or you can do Thunder Wave and then a cantrip, but you won't be able to do a Healing Word.
There's like so many creatures gonna come after me. I have to figure out if it's like more worth it for self-preservation right now.
The decisions you have to make.
I know.
I say you do what you're going to do. Attack A1 and then T4 and T5.
Yeah, I mean, I only have 14 health points though, which is my concern. And then by the time all those other creatures go, like if I could get wrecked.
Gotta choose something.
Well, T5 is
I know.
only one to go that's in, like range to hit you.
I mean, it's a
Yeah,
pretty tight
I'll
space.
do the Thunder Wave still.
Okay. So it's DC 14 for him.
Yep.
Fail. They all fail. So go ahead and roll damage.
20.
20 points of damage. All right, nice. So let's get that set up. The Anchorite is...
At least my last 3rd level spell was good.
Yeah, at least it landed. The Anchorite is feeling it. That was a pretty big hit on him. He's still standing, but he's starting to get a little bloodied and bruised. Those 2 twig blights are just obliterated. They're completely gone. Nothing left, not even the twigs. And that will end your turn, or do you want to do anything on a bonus action? This might be a good time to use a Bardic Inspiration. That way your party has a better chance.
That basically gives like creature of this. So I can basically pick. That's telling me I can pick one person to have like an inspiration die to throw.
Correct. So like if they like as an example, let's say you gave it to Torin, and Torin rolled to hit a creature, and he rolled lower than what the armor class was. He could add that 1d6 to his roll to try to bump it up. That also applies to ability checks, but not damage.
Okay. And then, since I used Mantle of Inspiration last time, does that mean I can't use it again?
Correct,
or technically I could?
Yeah, that doesn't recharge until a short rest. So you can only use it once.
Okay.
Short rest.
Okay, so then I'll do Bardic Inspiration to Celeste, since he'll be next up on the team.
Cool. All right, so Celeste, just remember you have an extra d6 you can add to any of your rolls.
Perfect.
Right, so that'll end it. That's going to go back to this Twig Blight. That one is going to probably attack Zendri. That's the closest. That's going to hit. Zendri, you're going to take another 3 points of damage.
Damn.
All right, that's going to bring us to a Vine Blight, who is pretty much stuck because of everything. So he's just going to get close to the door. Another Twig Blight's going to go. That one's going to go to Seducius. That's going to miss. Another Vine Blight's also going to start charging into the door. This one's going to run down, go for Zendri again. That's going to miss. Another Vine Blight's just going to try and get the door. That's going to miss. Twig Blight.
Oh, no.
This one's gonna run down.
Somebody needs to use their fucking flame of cones and just burn these mothers.
And then the Vine Blight.
I'm going to see if I can do that in my next turn.
That's what I'm ready to do.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
Celeste, that's going to bring us to your turn.
Okay. I am going to. Let's see. I'm gonna move. I'm gonna move here.
You can move there. Just a heads up, you're leaving the combat range of at least 2 creatures. They would get an attack of opportunity on you. You can try and risk it, but it's just a thing to consider.
Well, if I go there, can I do my Burning Hand 15-foot cone? Like, if I just go like pretty much directly left, I'm assuming I'd hit T6, A1, T7, T10. Like, could I do that and avoid hitting Seducius?
You want to do Burning Hands, you said?
Yeah.
It's a 15-foot cone, right?
Yeah.
Let me just check.
So if I do like the right side of the cone at like A1, T7.
Yeah, you could probably make that work and not hit Seducius. You'd only get A1, T7, T10.
Okay, that's fine. I'm good with that.
Okay. All right. They're rolling 14s, right?
Yes.
Okay. T10
You're gonna
succeeded.
singe my cape.
T7 failed. And the Anchorite failed. So T10's going to take half damage. Probably won't matter because he's Poquito. But T7 and A1 are going to take full damage. Good night, Avalon. Bye.
All right, let's do some 5d6 here.
Ooh, that's going to crush.
Wow, 17.
17. All right, nice. So yeah, this guy is dead. This guy is dead. And the Anchorite is pretty close to dead. He is really, like, you can smell his cooked flesh, but he's still alive currently.
Now-
Zendri, that brings us to your turn.
Well, hang on 1 second.
Sure.
Under my... Where did it go? So for bonus action for me, it just says 2 weapon fightings. That means like I literally have no bonus actions that I can
Correct.
do, right?
Correct.
Okay, just making sure.
I don't think you have any spells that are bonus actions either. I might be wrong. Let me look. 1A, 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 1R. Yeah, you don't have any bonus action spells, so no.
Okay.
Zendri, that brings us to your turn.
All right, I'm gonna hit T2 with my mace.
Okay. Go ahead and roll to hit.
22.
All right, that definitely hits. Go ahead and roll your damage.
8.
8. All right. T2 is obliterated by the mace. These ones are, the twigs are the easy ones. They drop pretty quick.
Aye.
All right. Anything else on your turn?
No. Nothing else I can do on my turn.
Yeah, not particularly. Okay, the last vine's going to move into position, go over there. That's going to bring us back to the Anchorite. What's he going to do, given his situation? I think he's just going to cast Thunderwave again. Well, hold on. He doesn't align at all. Yeah, he's about to fuck shit up. Alright, so he's going to move over this way. And he's going to cast Lightning Bolt in a straight line this way.
That motherfucker.
And he doesn't care if he's going to get one of his Vine Blights because that's the purpose of them. And he might kill his own Twig Blights. But I need Seducius, Tauren, and Zendri to roll dexterity saving throws, I believe. Okay. 1 success. That's good.
I can't. All right, remind me.
It's going to be
Exclamation
point,
save, space deck.
Space dex, yep.
Save dicks.
Save the dicks.
You need a dick saving throw right now. I'll do.
What's this thing?
Save our dicks.
So Zendri's going to fail. So you're going to take full damage on this, and then I got to roll for Tauren. Tauren as a spider, no less. So let's see what it is. Good news is he's a spider, so it's not going to really kill him.
I feel like we need to have Welcome to the Jungle playing right now.
Seriously.
He's going to fail, so they're all going to take full damage. So 8d6. Here we go. Roll 8d6.
Shit.
Ooh, okay. So Seducius, you're going to take 12 points of damage. Tauren is going to take 24,
God.
but he's a spider, so he's actually only going to take... He's actually not going to take any. He's still a spider, but he's almost dead as a spider. And Zendri, you're going to take 24, which I think puts you to 0.
It puts me to 2, but still, might as well be 0.
All right, so you're at 2.
What the fuck just happened?
And then
I got it.
these dudes are dead. Okay. So he did kill a couple of his own, but he felt that was pretty worth it. You know, no big deal. All right. Seducius, what are you at? 3? Did I see that right?
I'm at 2.
2, okay. And then Zendri's at 2.
What the fuck?
All right, and Tauren is still in spider form. Okay, but he's pretty much dead. All right, so that will end his turn. Bring us back to one of these Twig Blights. He's going to go after Tauren since Tauren's spider form is almost down. And he will do that, so he actually rolled a critical. So Tauren is no longer a spider, and he took a little extra damage. He is at 9 points of health. That's going to be Flux. It is your turn.
All right. So I'm gonna try to position myself in a way where I can cast produce flame.
Okay.
So I know I can attack with this.
Yep.
I can hurl the flame at a creature within 30 feet, but like, that's different from like the cone of shame or the cone of, right?
Yeah, you're targeting one person.
All right, cool. I am going to target it at that fucking V6 homie that's right in front of me.
All right, go for it.
So I'll do it. Roll the hit. 12.
That misses. Let me check.
Wow.
No, that just hits. That just hits.
Okay, sick.
All right,
And then so my roll for the 6 damage.
All right, so it does it. This dude is still standing and still seems pretty tough. I just want to check one quick thing. Actually,
I'm dead, basically.
Hold on one second. Let me see if he's got any vulnerabilities. He does not. Yeah, he's still standing. These ones are a lot tougher than the twig blights. A lot tougher. So that'll end Flex's turn. That's going to be Torin's turn. Torin is on the roof as a spider, so he's going to avoid most of these attacks of opportunity. And he's just going to go for the main one because that's who just wrecked him, and I think that's the most Torin thing ever. So he's going to try and just kill him.
So he's still a spider?
He's still a spider. Oh, no, he's not a spider anymore. Shit, that's right.
I thought he wasn't.
He is not. That's true. He's actually... I hope I actually did that wrong. He should be at 9.
Can he turn into something else?
No, he used his last one. Did he use his last one? How many does he get? I think he gets 2, but let me double check. Features and traits. Wild shape. Yeah, he used both. That's kind of handy, though. So yeah, he's going to use one of his combat abilities, one of his Circle of the Moon abilities, and he's going to get 1d8 health back because he's almost dead. He's not feeling it. That'll be his bonus action. Where's my d8 is my question. Oh, nice. So he's going to get 7 points of health back on that, so that'll bring him up a little bit. And then he is going to... Let's see what spells he's got that he can use. I think he's going to do 2nd level Thunder Wave. Is there anything else around? Oh, right. Okay. 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 Should I? No, I don't think he wants to do that. It's probably not the right time, but maybe we might save that one for later. He's going to do 2nd level Thunder Wave. He's going to do 1st level Thunder Wave. These things are pretty easy, just in the space. And it's DC 13. Fail. 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 1, 2, 3. Fail. Yes. Okay. So he does how much damage? 2d8. Please be more than 4. Oh, thank God. 9 points of damage. All right. So T9 is dead. Really try not to kill Torin when he's not here. T9 dead.
Yeah, that'd be messed up.
T6 dead. If I can type, that'd be great. And T.
Damn, we've gotten a lot of them.
Okay. So now that they're dead, he is going to move at least into sparring range with A1. All right. And that will be this next Blight's turn, who is going to run down and try and go for Zendri. Zendri, he's going to try and constrict you. That misses. That's going to be this next Blight, who's on top of you. He's going to try and hit you. That hits. That's 3 points of damage. I think you're unconscious.
I'm dead.
Okay. Three points. All right. So you are unconscious. So we'll get back to you if you are done. It's going to be another Vine Blight who is going to go after Flux. Miss. Another Vine Blight still going to go after Flux. Miss. 2 2s. That's not so fun. Seducius, back to your turn. You've got no more twig blights around you. You do have the Anchorite in front of you pretty badly damaged. Really on his last leg here. And that's about all.
Yep.
And a room full of encroaching twig vines, so.
What's that?
And just a room full of the vine blights, like coming in trying to get all of you.
How do I determine which one of my second level spells is more effective? Like between, like Thunderwave and Dissonant Whispers. Am I looking at like the dice it's rolling to kind of make that determination, or?
I mean, it kind of depends on what you want to do. So, which one are you trying to determine? Dissonant
I
Whispers
literally
or
just want to
Thunderwave?
take out. Yeah, and I want to just take out A1. I'm trying to figure out which should leave me the most bang for my buck. It's my last second level spell.
So Thunderwave is really meant to do more against multiple enemies. So the average is actually less. The average on Dissonant Whispers is higher, but it is targeting one. So if you're really just trying to go for one, I would probably say Dissonant Whispers.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that on A1. I have those that like luck. So that allows me, like, if I roll if I don't roll high enough, I could use luck to basically roll again.
Well, that's if you're making an attack, but it wouldn't work on this.
It wouldn't. Okay.
Correct, because that would be. And is it the luck? It's the lucky feet. The lucky feet, right?
This one just says lucky.
Yeah, so that actually, you don't have to roll a 1. Just anything you roll, if you want to re-roll, you could. Up to 3 times a day. But with Dissonant Whispers, it's a check on my part, so you're not rolling anything anyway.
Got it. Okay.
So
I'll do Dissonant Whispers on A1.
Which level?
I'm gonna do a second level.
Okay. All right, let's see. He rolled a 9. What's his bonus? Not enough. He fails. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Yikes.
17.
17 points of damage. Okay, nice. So how do you want to kill this dude?
I want.
Billow your
how do I wanna
cloak.
kill this guy?
Yeah.
This is the naked one, right? This is the naked one.
Yeah, this is the half naked
Right?
one. Yes.
I want the sound to be so loud in his head that his eyes and ears start to bleed, but instead of his head exploding, the sound travels downward into his belly region and just explodes from his belly outwards.
And it's just this burst of intensity.
Exposing that half-eaten like vermin he was chewing on.
Ew, bro.
Nice. So the Anchorite crumples on the floor in this bloody mess, and as he does, the rest of the vine creatures behind you all just start to scream in pain, and they all turn to actual vines. They don't continue to exist.
See? Knew it.
Yes.
Knew it.
Oh my fuck.
Zendri, I need you to roll a death saving throw for me.
What'd I do?
So if in that corner where you've got your health, and it's giving you like the check boxes, should give you the option to roll a dice. If not, just roll a d20 and tell me if it's more than 10.
Hashtag, or no, it's an exclamation save space death. Save death.
That's legit. Save.
So exclamation point save space.
I'm just kidding.
That might work. It might work. Who knows? Let's try it. See
Yeah,
what it
let's
does.
do it.
Let's try it.
See what it does. Hey! But you failed. So you were still unconscious and bleeding out.
I have cure wounds.
Yeah, you should probably heal her so she doesn't die.
I'm gonna go do that.
Yeah, you
Let me go do that.
save your girl.
Do you still
My
have
last
spell slots to this? Your last one?
I have 1 second level spell slot left. Holy crap.
All
All
right.
right.
How much health are you
That's
giving her?
it. I'm gonna give her 11 points.
Yes. I'll take it, girl.
Nice.
You know?
Thank you.
Of course.
All right.
I think I have. Can I do a? Fuck. I feel like I have like an extra action I can do for this.
What are you trying to do?
I have healing hands that I can use once per long rest, where I can basically just touch Zendri any place of my choosing and give you 5 points of life.
Don't be pervy.
Remember, you can also do that to yourself if you'd like, Seducius, since you're at like 2.
Oh yeah, he does that enough though.
It's true.
Read the room, Lucius. Read the room. She's dying. Okay?
He's already used that this round.
Are you giving it to Zendri or yourself,
Wait.
Seducius?
How much life does Zendri have?
She has 11 now.
I have 11.
Okay, well, I have 2, so I'm gonna touch myself, Zendri, if that's okay with you.
5 points to Seducius. All right, so you guys are in this room. There are the littered corpses of twig and vine creatures, and a dead, half-naked half-orc with his intestines all over the floor.
Yeah.
I think anything you guys want to do before we call it a night?
Can I touch
a long
myself
rest.
again?
Yes, but it probably won't have the same healing ability.
It might.
I'm not sure you can do it that quickly in between.
I will say when you kill,
You're right. I need a long rest before I can touch myself again. That is true.
That does make sense. You do notice that when you've killed this creature, the manse seems to lighten a bit.
The what?
The mansion seems to lighten a bit, as if you did find the source of evil in this space.
Go get our
I
dividend.
did it, guys. I saved us.
Is the poison ivy gone too?
No, the ivy is still there.
Come on.
I will say there are doors inside this space as well. There are 2 doors upwards. And you haven't searched the corpse of this creature either.
Yeah. All right, so we'll have to search this next time then.
Cool. All right, well, we'll end here then. Out. And I'll see you on the next adventure. Bye, y'all.